I thought I OD'd recently, and my first thought was kind of like, sick. Out of friends, I'm pretty drunk. I'm leaving. I hear like boom, 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 boom on the next floor, and I was like, hey, you know, why I'm already here, right? Might as well go up and see what this is all about. And then I bumped into a girl I used to know. She's like, hey, you want some M? I'm like, sure. You never say no to free anything.
I always say no to everything.
Really?
I'm so scared of everything.
Really? She goes, oh, hold your hand. I'll dump some in. She ends up dumping in a ton. Like a pile. And she goes, oh, that's a lot. Dancing on the dance floor like a jitterbug and sweating a little bit. And I'm like, that's fine. I knew my liver was good for it. And I like fell back. Whole body starts shaking. And everyone crowds around saying, yeah, all right. I'm like, oh boy, that's the last thing I'm going to hear before I die. Great. You know help's on the way when you just hear, yeah. And you're like, that's no nurse. Then I completely left my body. Aztec pyramids, I'm flying through stuff. Felt like I was in Donkey Kong, never even played. Kind of like when an animal knows they're sick, like you just go somewhere to, you know what I mean? So I just like kind of crawled to under a couch and like pulled the garbage thing.
Dancing?
Bear in mind, I'm not invited.
Good. Merry Christmas, as I
You said off air, not good. What's it about?
Yeah, it's okay. Here's the thing. I was telling Gabe last time that I feel that every Christmas...
I know it's not a joke.
How do you think we start every podcast?
How do you think you got on there? Okay.
The
Showbiz.
We always say, I always used to say that Christmas used to be a very sad period for me. Every Christmas. But then I thought about it, Gabe. I don't think it is.
Why?
I think it's just I'm regularly sad, but compared to what I see, like everyone is happy during Christmas, the difference is so big, I feel sadder. Because everyone's like happy and Christmas and loving and hugging. Okay. And I'm just feeling regular
Why do you feel
sad.
on Christmas?
No, I think I'm just regular sad. It's just that I always thought that I was really, every Christmas has been like a very sad moment in my life. I think it's just normal sad. It's just that when I compare it to everyone having fun and partying, the delta is huge. So I'm like, I feel even sadder.
No, I think we all have like a base level of sadness, you know.
Yeah, I'm sad too. Don't worry, man.
You know, it is.
I can see that.
The more busy you are, the more you don't think about how sad you are, and then the moment you kind of stop, you're like, I feel kind of like I'm trying to will the Christmas spirit. You can't will it. It has to. You just have to feel it. Like
that's why depression is new.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. People's now.
We're starting right off the top. Depression is not real.
No. I said it's new.
It's new. Well,
yeah.
Okay, I complimented.
Of course, it's always been there, right? We see the thinker, right? He's looking.
Yeah.
He's not like, you know.
Yeah, he's thinking downwards.
But what I'm saying is, people always like to be like, oh, well, we just didn't talk about it back then. But it's like, no, people were working in a field for like 12 hours a day. They were just so much. They were so busy providing for their.
Did people themselves more back in the day or more now?
Way more now.
People were getting.
We're so lucky we get to ourselves now. Because back then you couldn't kill yourself. Like you would kill yourself and then the whole.
A lot of people I think drank themselves to death.
Oh, but they still they needed to work the land. So like,
Which is what I'm gonna do. I'm old fashioned.
Yeah, you're like an old school dude.
Yeah, I'm Catholic. It's like a little loophole for us, so we still get into heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, I didn't mean, dude.
It's like death by cops by white people.
Yeah, that's a good Merlot, by the way.
Is that right?
It's a Merlot.
Is the T silent?
Yeah. I watched the movie Sideways recently, and I learned a lot about Merlot.
Ooh, that tastes expensive.
No. It's okay.
At least it has a cork. That's
yeah. Sorry, continue about this depression.
That's it. I just think people were too busy back then. And it was like seen as like, what do you, we didn't have time for it. And then it would snap people out like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you yourself, your whole family dies because no one is going to protect them or whatever. Or they can't work the farm.
I'm talking us up to like
60s,
70s, 70s, I think. It was not really, you know.
Yeah, you were the
Obviously
only male
people were
provider.
Sad, but it was just like, I think also people understood that that's life. Sadness is a part of life. Now we're being deluded into thinking, you don't have to be sad. Right?
Like I see.
Of course, that's.
I see these old videos. It's like, let's say Christmas in 1985, and everyone's like in the basement, and then dad has a cigarette and he has a kid in his lap, and he's like, and then the mom is like, and the grandma's like there and having a good time, and that I feel like, where's that for me? I feel like when I was a kid, I was in those videos, and now there's none of this.
Well, because you didn't start a family yet.
Oh.
If you want to smoke a cigarette in front of a baby, you need to make a baby. You know what I mean? You can't just smoke a cigarette without a baby. Then you're like, it's just sad.
But I feel like,
but also, here's the difference, too, is back then it was one person was going around with the video camera. Now everyone has the phone.
Oh, God.
But no one's actually capturing it. Everyone's just like losing money on
Yeah, crypt talk.
Yeah,
Crypt talk TikToks.
Right. They're getting their Christmas Tinder swipes in. And
Yeah.
shit,
Oh no.
You guys lived with Christmas, right? Like if you
Yeah.
think of
Oh,
your
did
childhood,
we?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you like
Best.
you have a Christmas memory, like you have Christmas memory.
I have
Yeah.
32 Christmas memories.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
real, like I see on TV.
I don't know. Does the dad like throw the Christmas tree out the bay window on Boxing Day and go,
Okay, so-
Christmas is over?
You see, I need more white people to
So
talk
waiting for
about
that
this.
special.
John Goodman coming through.
I need white people to talk about this because the magnitude between my sadness and what I see
Right.
as pure happiness and joy.
Yeah.
I need more. So tell me, your dad threw that what?
He didn't like Christmas too much.
Why?
Okay, he was Muslim. It's
Well,
okay.
because there was joy, like uncontrollable joy in the room.
Oh, come
He
on.
didn't do well. He didn't like that.
No?
It's harder to control joy.
Is his name Quinn too?
He wishes.
I can't imagine anyone else in your family not named Quinn.
Quinn
Like-
means fifth child. It's Gaelic.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes.
McMorrow, fifth child in 2 days. Isn't that McMorrow?
No.
Or tomorrow and
No.
what's
Mick is son of.
the son of Morrow,
The son of tomorrow.
Son of Morrow, yeah.
the son of tomorrow. Ooh, sounds like a.
But basically what I'm
What's the
saying
name
is my
of it?
parents
Out
were...
of heart of a children, man. Janis Joplin, the son of tomorrow. Seems
Son
like
of
a song.
preacher man?
Oh no, son of tomorrow sounds like a song
That's
from
what I
Janis
thought. Son
Joplin.
of a preacher man.
Janis Joplin.
Yeah.
She was sad.
Yeah, I bet. Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay, maybe I should listen to more sad music.
I would argue that Christmas in the United Kingdom and like even Ireland is way more like happy and fun than it is here because everyone like I remember going to pubs like on Christmas Eve and it's like in the movies, everyone's like, hey, for he's a jolly good fellow, and there's like Jesus on the wall and they're all happy and they're clanking drinks and having a nice time.
So what you're saying is that sad people also have a place to go in the
yes,
UK. Not here. Here it's
But
frowned upon to go to a bar on Christmas.
You think that like sad people go to this is their tradition, right? They have dinner and they're like, "What do you want to do now? Let's go to the pub for 2 beers." And then they go, they see all their friends and they go back home.
Pub
And
culture.
and they go to sleep. You know, they have like 2 beers. Or I remember, I think it was Christmas. It was 100% Christmas Eve. We all had dinner. Then we go to this bar. Like it's a small tavern. Every small village. Claire lives in a small village with rolling hills, beautiful goats and sheep. And there's this tavern, and then next to the tavern there was like this famous like musician family. I don't know who they are. It's like like in those British movies where like this big fat music producer has like gold records on the wall, like that, you know. And it's him around a piano and all his sons singing music, and he has triplets, and they're all like these triplets that were famous for singing. I don't know, they were like famous triplets, and they were like singing like pop songs that like Ed Sheeran and he's playing the piano, and I'm like, this is so crazy. It's real. Like, it was real life, and you can't be cynical. Like, it's impossible to be cynical around these people.
My uncle sings in a band with a couple of his brothers and sisters, and he has a theory that harmony is at its peak when you're related. So imagine being triplets.
Oh!
They probably have the best harmony.
Oh, yes!
That's why I'm so happy.
Yeah. Yeah. They must be... And then they
Mystical.
They have a brother that isn't part of the triplet family, and he's not in. He's not really part of the family. Really, it feels like. Yeah, they were nice kids. I think they've watched our podcast because
Really?
Because when I went to
You have triplets?
100%.
If you're a triplet and you listen to this podcast, we made it, bro.
because
That's 3 fans.
That's 3. That's the start.
yeah. Because I remember the last time I went to the UK, they were singing. They were one of the bands booked at the wedding, and they're like, "Hey, we really watch you on YouTube." Yeah.
Whoa.
And I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
wow.
So those triplets. Hey,
What's their names?
I can't remember. Rod, Todd, and
Barry.
Bod. Yeah, Bod.
Was it 2 fellas and a lady?
No, it was 3. Like Alvin and the Chipmunks. Those 3 guys. Like
3 fellas.
3 fellas.
Dude,
Yeah.
imagine. I guess when they were born, their mom maybe didn't know. Imagine
Yeah.
the surprise. 1 baby. Phew. Another. No way. What? 3? The dad's passing out. How the hell am I gonna feed? Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they had a
Yeah, the dad's
fourth.
passing out.
That's fast. Oh, he's looking at his wallet. Oh no!
And then they had a 4th one. That's how much people like to fuck.
Okay, keep it down there, bro. We're doing showbiz stuff here, buddy.
And I remember like they were young kids, right? Like in their 20s or something, and they just love to party. They don't like to prepare, but they're like so talented, right?
Yeah.
So they just roll up to this wedding. They're like, "What do you want to do?" Like, "Oh, Ed Sheeran, Celine Dion, Barry White, whatever." And then the dad's like, "You need to prepare," and he was so pissed. He had a stick. He was like hitting them with this stick, and he's like, one of them forgot like their bass, and he's like, "Yeah, twat, we're gonna go back, I'm gonna beat your ass. And he was yelling, and they left, came back with the bass. And
How can you forget the bass?
They were hungover, drunk. It was Christmas.
How can you forget the thing that you're like?
Yeah.
Right then you should be aware. Like usually on stage I have something in my hands.
So funny.
How can you forget
you didn't
the
forget the
instrument?
harmonica.
Yeah, you forgot like a big instrument. And then
when we get home, I've got a bigger stick waiting for you.
and then they played like whatever, a bunch of covers, and then they played one of their songs, and everybody at the wedding knew their song. Like they're becoming
They're
bigger.
local heroes.
Yeah, and they're
So
really
there's
good.
a lot on the line. You can't forget a bass, man.
Yeah. Bring a bass. Now I understand why Michael Jackson's father used to beat him.
Yeah.
Well, you'll probably beat your kids, I bet, eh?
I don't have kids, but I see it.
Well, you don't start practicing on other kids.
No. Well, as you know, I teach children. Here's the thing. I always said I will never allow violence in my house because I was beaten as a child.
Right.
But then I started teaching.
Then you get older, though.
Sorry?
Nothing.
No, and then, like I said, I never beat a child. Then I started teaching kids. I'm like, oh, I totally see myself.
A child.
yeah. We might
Yeah.
skip over the beating part and get to the good stuff.
Do you hang out with kids?
Oh, yeah. You want to hit them for sure.
Yeah,
and you're
it's
so mad
insane.
because I got beat too, and so did my brothers. And when they don't beat their kids, I'm like, what, you learn nothing growing
Oh,
up?
God. It's a lot of
Because they don't do it. And you're
Uh-huh.
so
But I
mad.
get it. I get it. They're not even my
Oh,
kids.
they're
I wanna
going to be
fucking-
dentists, and they're going to do well
Ugh.
from the no beating.
I don't know.
Or maybe they
Yeah.
won't. Maybe they'll just be fentanyl losers.
Fennel be dead.
White?
Yeah.
White, yeah.
What do you think? Are you more or less likely to have a successful kid if you beat?
I don't think so. I don't think I think the beating comes from like frustration and like whatever, all from within, right? But like rich families, let's say if it's a rich family,
Right.
there's no beating
There's no
involved.
beating
It's
in rich
like
families.
The maid beats.
yeah, the maid beats, or like money flows them. It's like a wind in there, like a
Here's the
They
thing,
sail.
beat them with money.
Yeah.
Beating comes from the fact that you don't have patience. Like when
Yeah.
your mom beat you, it's like, learn how to do this because I have to go cook. But if you have someone already cooking,
Yeah.
someone already teaching your son, their job is to be patient because you can't beat. They're not.
No,
A tutor cannot beat a child.
no, they're
So,
all there's
yeah.
support. They just got
Exactly.
Tons
I'm
of
like, I'm
support.
going to be as patient as needed.
Yeah.
So the thing is just patience.
My friend,
Money
my friend
solves
is
a lot of
Korean and south, but I think they got a little north in there too.
Yeah.
By the way she was raised, but they would hit. They would like the piano teacher would like. Her mom would sit while she got her piano from a different lady,
Yeah.
and they would whack her with a ruler every time she got a single note wrong. Right?
Oh.
Seems a little intense, right? But you gotta hear her play.
She's good.
It's so good. Honestly, I was crying when
Fingers
she was
of an
playing.
angel.
She was crying too. I think for her own reasons.
Yeah, thinking about it.
Yeah. But she could play.
This is how you get great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, want to hear something crazy?
I'm kind of. We're actually-
Something like this is this is crazy. This is really.
Did you
I
say
heard
something
this.
great or crazy?
Crazy.
Okay.
I was speaking with one of my students. She's like 14, and she was telling me in her English that she had a colleague who finished his life. That's because her English is not great.
Oh.
I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, he. And then she drew like a building, and she drew someone jumping.
Oh.
And I'm like, and she was telling me this. I'm like, okay. And then she tells you, oh, by the way, that's totally normal. That's happening a lot. Kids cannot handle the pressure of good grades.
That's so
Oh, yeah.
So they're-
sad.
You're
and
on-
she was telling me in such a because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to tell her mom. So I told her mom, but I'm like, how do you feel about this? She's like, oh, it's normal, you know. I'm like, what do you do when you get stressed? Like, okay, I thought about, okay, let's see if we can get a learning thing. Like, okay, let's say we're stressed, or what can we do? Who should we talk to? She's like, yeah, no, I am. She's like, I'm stronger mentally than him.
That's a good-
Yeah, see what I mean? You think they were jumping off buildings back in the day? No, there were no buildings.
No.
Exactly, but you need kids to jump off the building to have that strength to build buildings.
See, you know,
Yeah,
you hear about
yeah.
them putting nets around like some of those like Amazon.
I've been hearing that
stuff.
forever.
Yeah,
Like,
I want
they
to put
must-
this around every open mic I do.
You know what? You know what? The only thing worse than jumping out of your work and yourself is jumping out and neck going, sending you back in your office. You're like,
Like the
can't even kill
And there's
myself.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. You come back up.
Yeah.
I would try it if I knew this
Yeah.
would happen.
It's like Squid
Wow,
Games
this
or
is
something.
this is a very sad podcast.
No,
We're
no,
starting
it's
right
funny.
off the top.
You
with-
started it with all your I'm sad talk.
This should bring you a lot of happiness.
Oh yeah, dog's great, you know. And
Is it true that man's best friend?
oh yeah, probably. That's not another like man or woman. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it's not, yeah. Did you ever grow up with Christmas movies? Like your favorite Christmas movie? You have one?
The Grinch would play on CBC every Christmas Eve
Like
at like
the Jim
8.
Carrey Grinch or the cartoon
No, the
Grinch?
cartoon one. Just play on CBC.
That's not bad.
Excited for that.
That would be like it's pretty short. I like those short Christmas movies because you can get it, you feel it. You're like, oh, you get like it's like a shot of Christmas and it's done. Like the Jim Carrey Grinch is an hour and a half of like this. Guy. Jim Carrey's pretty funny, but
he's getting funnier actually.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, now he just focuses on the comedy. Like
I don't know. He's doing comedy. I don't even.
No, he's like a prophet painter or whatever.
Yeah,
he sort of left that realm, and now he's going
like,
for the Messiah thing.
Yeah, he's like.
It's funny. I saw an interview. He goes, when I was younger, I thought I had a Messiah complex, and I went,
oh yeah.
You really grew into that one. Yeah. It's sad. I find him interesting.
But let him have that.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah, but sometimes
who cares?
It's a bit much sometimes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the beauty of comedy is that no one takes us seriously. So even if he thinks he's a messiah, everyone's saying what you're saying. Like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
No, of course. But that's things
that's the best thing about,
all of those celebs, like living up in the hills there, they need to retain a few friends from their...
Why?
So that they can go, what's Jim? God, remember that time you pissed your pants at grade 10 and he's like, maybe I'm not the Messiah.
Okay, let me be devil's advocate.
Okay.
What is the worst thing that could happen if he thinks that?
Look, don't get me wrong. I find it interesting.
Yeah.
It's compelling, right? I love a mover and a shaker in the world.
Yeah.
I don't mind a controversial figure. But I just find it can be a little arrogant, kind of, you know?
Yeah, let him be arrogant.
I know, but it also...
Who cares?
Here's
the thing. As long as he's making his art. Sorry, I interrupted you. But
as long as he's making his art.
Okay,
he's just going around going, there is no Jim Carrey.
Then he should be self-aware and go like, okay, I'm not...
That's the problem. He's not self-aware anymore.
That's what I'm talking about.
And also, you
can't sustain that bullshit lie, and that's the problem. Is he tries so hard to sustain it, and then all of a sudden a car comes too close. She's like, oh, and you're like, I thought you weren't here, and none of this matters.
Yeah.
You know, or all of a sudden he's like in a suit.
It's the self-awareness that lacks.
It's like, why did you wear that suit? Why are you wearing a Rolex if it's nothing
would you think that would happen
materialism
to you?
is.
Would you think that would happen to you? Because you're kind
because
you're kind of already a culty figure. You have your own church. People come every Friday.
That's because I'm good at comedy. That's how you do. You'll understand that one day. You'll get there.
Okay. I'll take it. Okay, all right. I'll take it from you because there's no way you could mean it. But this is kind of your church. This is your church.
Well,
this is the church.
I've never been to your place. You never had me over, but.
Don't you comments like the said previously?
I've had him over for dinner so many times, but
it's true.
Yeah,
I don't come, but he does invite me.
But, my point is just you make wherever you live beautiful, no?
No, but this is from this is like a church.
Amer's different though. Amer, his house is more of not a garage in the aesthetic sense, but in the utility sense, right? Like this is, and these are your words. Like that's my this is my pile of notebooks for writing. Here's my bidet room where. There's my my oven where I store my notebooks.
It's like a former engineer kind of.
It's like a garage. It's like a mechanic's garage. Yeah. But this is a church.
So do you have any art on your? Do you have?
Yeah,
any
I
art
do.
up?
I have 2 Van Goghs.
Okay.
Klimt.
Nice.
What's the name of the guy who used to do comedy? He was a bit.
Brian Simpson. What's his name? Brian Johnson. What the hell's his name?
It was a
Jim
guy.
Carrey.
No, he used to be in Montreal. He used to stand up comedy. He was a painter.
He did like all the squiggly lines, right?
Yeah, I have
Johnny Ryman.
Johnny Ryman. I have an original Johnny Ryman.
Yes. Okay.
I think he's doing. I don't know, good, but I've seen his shit everywhere.
So that's not that different.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's wrong. But people who come to the Art Loft don't just come to a comedy show. They come to the Art Loft.
Yeah, it's like no.
You know, you
right.
like when you go to a church, and you have your church.
They're not thinking of it like a church.
Yeah, they're not.
But there's nothing wrong to it's a community.
I wish that was true.
When I went to Jerusalem, I went to Al-Aqsa, which is like the second most holiest place in Islam. Okay, and it's beautiful. It has a golden dome, and you walk in as an outsider, and you're like, oh my God, you feel the holiness of the place. And then the service ends, and I'm sitting outside, and I just see children playing football, like they're just children playing football right next to the building. I'm like, oh, it's still a community center. As like, ooh, it is the Al-Aqsa, or like a huge, it's supposed to be a community center. And just children playing, I don't know what would be the equivalent for you guys.
So
imagine the Vatican,
yeah,
and after a service, there's children playing football outside the Vatican.
But that happens.
Yeah? Okay.
Like so in Montreal, you wouldn't see some kids playing like soccer in front of a church.
But there's a church, but there's also like the holiest, I don't know if you guys have like in Islam, there's like a hierarchy. This is technically the second holiest place in Islam. It's like the Mecca. You know, everyone goes there. Everyone. So imagine at the end of this, people just play, like kids are playing football because they were at I'm like, oh, this is just a community center. So this is just a community. This is your church.
It has a communal
See, a community center makes more
For me, it's not an insult.
like a
Like, you
YMCA.
guys
I don't take it as an insult.
You
It's
should
like,
start a cult. I've been saying it for. Everyone should start a cult.
everyone should start a cult. Why do you want? Then you're responsible for a bunch of fucking idiots that can't think for themselves.
I
think
don't-
you
I
want it,
never-
you want- I
I
don't-
never thought of the responsibility.
Yeah. Really, you just
then
want
they're
people
coming
to
to you
buy
being like,
yourself
what should we do today? And you're like,
Make
I don't know.
me chicken soup.
Yeah, make me chicken.
You have, like,
Yeah, you
4
fed me
pots
like
of chicken
Jesus
soup.
fed his disciples.
But you're getting way too metaphorical about basic things like, hey, would you like to come over for dinner? That's not Jesus feeding you. You know what I mean? Like,
As I said, well, I
it's
don't.
just like, have you never gone to? You have other friends, no?
Yeah, but I don't have time. I'm
But
always
feeding
in,
people is just a nice thing to do.
Yeah, it is. But for me, like, oh, let's go to a restaurant and I'll pay for it. That's how.
Right.
That's how I see it. Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
quicker.
but that you have money and I do not.
Not a lot. It's just that the little money I have, I choose to use
I
it.
hide
that
my
way.
money under my
Where do you
Where?
hide it?
Where do you hide your money?
No, it's in God has it. Jesus. Quinn.
Gives it to church.
Yeah. So, anyways, don't think you're a messiah. That's cray. That's starting to happen
Unless
to
you're
a
still
lot.
creating amazing art, then think whatever you want. I don't care about your personal life. As long as your art speaks louder than your stupid thoughts.
Oh, I totally agree. Separate the art from the artist. Do whatever you want.
Liar, Liar. I think I saw it not too long
Yeah.
ago.
That's
What a
the best
great-
movie.
Except
The
fucking amazing
funniest movie.
movie. It
Whoa,
is
whoa.
Liar, Liar, Jim Carrey.
In his
Uh,
canon, or
No. But just I saw it lately, and that's the one I remember.
I
And I'm
know.
like, it's
Jim
such a good
Carrey.
movie.
Yeah, I'd go Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura, Me,
Okay,
Myself,
okay.
and
Those
Irene.
are-
Liar, Liar.
Me, Myself,
it's-
Irene's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
don't like. I don't
but
like
that's
it.
it's not a Jim Carrey movie. I find.
Who made the Dumb and Dumber? Wait,
No,
what'd you
not
say?
as- not as
Wait,
mu-
which is not Jim Carrey movie?
He plays the two main
Okay, you're right.
characters.
Sorry, I was mistaken it with the one with the in the hair. What's it called?
Oh, that's
There's something about
Well,
Mary.
he's not in that
Yeah.
at all. So
There's
you're
some-
right.
I know exactly. That's why I don't remember.
He's
him.
onto something. This guy.
Dumb
Sure.
and Dumber. I couldn't watch. 2
I
hours.
love Dumb and
Come
Dumber.
on.
Liar, Liar.
Dumb
is
and
like
Dumber
you
is
could see
amazing.
he evolved. I find.
Yeah.
Or
No,
devolved. I don't know.
Liar
what-
Liar has
it's
the
so good.
most amazing act outs ever. Like, okay,
The titties in the elevator.
I think the Truman Show
titties-
fucked him up. Truman
I
Show
never
fucked
seen
him
it.
up.
That's great.
He started
movie.
thinking, "That's me."
You like the titties in the elevator?
I
That
like
movie?
because how many times a girl comes with you and you just want to go, oh my god, those are great titties. Like that is
But he
the
didn't
thought.
do that though. He went like.
That's what I would have done.
He was like, I think she was like, oh, you're new to the building. She's like, yeah, everyone's like really nice to me. And he's like, that's because you have big boobs. And he looks away. And she's like, he's like, I mean, your tits are huge. I mean, I want to squeeze them. I mean, like it was.
And he actually does that. Me, Myself, and Irene. He actually does.
Oh
that.
yeah, he does actually does that.
So okay, I'm
That's such a great act out.
playing
And he has a
myself
milk
as him. I
mustache
would have
next
like
to
those are
him.
great
Come
tits.
on.
I would have. You see, it makes you because you can believe yourself
Yeah.
being in on
Dude,
all
or
those
like when he
storylines.
when he
That's what's
has
great about
he
it.
has sex with that woman, right? And it's the same moment where the son does the wish so he can't lie anymore.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh my god, that was amazing. How was it for you?" And he's like, "I've had better." And then dude, it's amazing. Like,
Oh, it's great. I don't dislike it.
I just love that delivery. It's so
The
good.
delivery of like
Yeah.
that was the best. But
He's
I
like,
just
I've
love
had
comedies that
better.
have zero.
message.
Yeah.
Ah,
I don't want any heartstring. Like, obviously, Liar Liar is
Yeah.
still great, but it's
Yeah.
like Dumb and Dumber is just the whole way through is funny.
That
There's
has
no
a- that
point.
has
Yeah, but
a-
it's stupid.
that has moral.
It's different. It's
no,
stupid.
but it's also genius, dude.
Yeah,
They're-
no. Of course, I'm not. When I say stupid, I don't
Now
mean
comedies
it's
seem
genius.
to have
Stupid.
to have that. Comedy's half the thing is like
Yeah.
the guy's developing
I
his
see what you mean.
character, and you're like, what?
Yeah, I see what
Yeah.
you mean. Like now, back then, the thing is
Like,
like
Naked Gun
be
is
kind
funny
and blah,
the
blah,
whole
blah.
way through.
Yeah, Naked
He's,
Gun's
he's
fucking
as dumb as
Yeah.
at
It's
the
pretty
end. That's when he
fucking
went
good.
in.
It's a pure comedy. Yeah, yeah.
That's what you want.
You know what movie reminds you of Liar Liar that is more recent? Is the one with Ricky Gervais where he becomes
I saw that recently.
The Invention of Lying.
yeah, the invention of
It's
lying.
not
see
bad,
some
but it's
overlap there.
whack as hell, man.
I can see some overlap there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a funny premise
It's
as well.
interesting, but it goes into God and stuff. And
Yeah,
you know,
but that's what
I
happened.
thought he
with
didn't go in
comedians.
that territory.
His
Gervais.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he says like this is how you invent God.
yeah,
Oh, I see. So he's still sticking to his.
Yeah, like God is
he's
not
very
real. Yeah, yeah.
atheist in that
His,
movie. Yeah,
Well, he's like ISIS atheist.
yeah.
What does
He
that
destroys
Like
it.
he's extremist atheist.
yeah.
Like I need to
Yeah.
talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
Are you-
I think he's hilarious. I love the guy, but I also find atheists so stupid and hard to listen to.
Everyone who preaches anything.
No, of
they're
course,
annoying.
of course. Okay, yeah, I
Any
agree.
type of preaching.
Any fanatic of a
Shut up.
religious person as
Yeah.
well. But that's the irony: is that atheists, can't see the
the irony of
irony
of
that
the-
they're
yeah.
going around being like, "Oh, I do know.
'Cause
It's nothing."
fun. It must be fun.
Just to get religious people riled up or what?
Yeah, to be like, you know, ever see like those black preachers and they're like sweating and everyone's like,
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm like, that must be intoxicating. Dude, I do 30 minutes and I feel amazing. Imagine people think you're saying the words of God. It must be the best feeling
Imagine
ever.
you're walking down to you're in the rural Mississippi and you come across some people doing the thing where they like dunk your head in and they're like getting the devil out of you. You'd get caught up in that. You might not join, but you'd still be like on a train later that day, being like, "Yeah, I guess I'm good now."
My God, being stupid was so fun.
No, but it's not about it's about, like you just said, you get caught up in the moment. Like if a guy's like dunking him underwater and being like, "Let the power of Christ compel you," you know, you'd probably for at least for a second be like, "Oh yeah, compel me, baby."
Have you ever had something like that? Because you lived in Hicktown, Hickey Town.
Oh, I grew up strict Catholic.
Yeah. Have you ever seen an exorcism?
No, we don't do that shit, man.
No, that's more. What's it called?
We just.
What's the opposite?
Didn't even have to say it. I'm surprised you haven't joined now that you know, like, because you know that.
You know what it's like?
Imagining there's a ghost in my. It's uncle.
It's in there somewhere.
Get it out of there. Get that ghost
exactly. out of there. I'm seeing ghosts. The priest like,
no, but Catholicism's the opposite. It's very solemn. Okay. The whole time, the
not
priest
exactly
is
sure
like,
what that word means.
Like it's monotone and it's very like there's nothing. You're not being like hyperbolic about anything. You don't raise your voice. You don't yell. One time, our priest scolded us because like the high school graduation, they had the mass.
Yeah,
and then they're like, and like the person was like, "That's your 2008 graduation class," and then people clapped just unbeknownst, and the priest scolded everyone. Was like, "This is not a house for that sort of thing."
Oh, really?
Yeah. They don't. Catholics are just like, unless they got a bottle of wine and a 12-year-old, they don't get too excited.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's what you rebelled away from. Oh, that makes sense.
I was an atheist for a long time, from about 10 to about I don't know.
Do you remember how you're losing your religion? Remember losing
Yeah. Great song. I just heard the song.
But do you remember when that happened to you?
Yeah.
Can I ask?
Personal story. I'm not going to get into it on here, but yeah, for the longest time, I was like, and also part of it was just the concept of heaven scared the fuck out of me because they always talk about eternity.
Yeah.
So that was end every mass being like forever and ever, forever and ever, and if you don't really like where you are at the time, and
I'm getting scared.
Yeah, you're like, well, I can't do it forever. I thought I want it to end. I want this to end at some point. So that I used to have like nightmares thinking about heaven. Not hell.
That's hilarious.
The concept of eternity scared the life out of me. Now, of course, I'm old and my knee hurts. I go, hopefully there's something after this shit.
All I want for eternity is just my knee not to hurt.
Yeah, exactly. What I really hope happens is I hope you just fall, because I love dreaming. It's my favorite thing in the world. Sleeping's my favorite thing to do.
It's the least expensive thing.
And this is probably, I don't want my mother to hear this, but I probably sleep about 16 hours a day every day.
16 hours a day?
Dude, I sleep in the middle of work. I can't, my work. I sleep a lot. Okay? And it's because dreaming is so much better than real life.
Whoa.
But don't you find...
Because I always have vivid dreams
I
that
agree
are always
with you,
good.
But Quinn, don't you find that you need to have, like, those 8 hours you're alive, you need to be really alive? Because it kind of feeds your creativity and your dreams.
And I do the 8 hours.
Okay. Because I realize, like, I dream... Honestly, lately, I've had dreams where I'm on my phone.
Oh.
Because I spend so much time on my phone.
I don't even think I've ever even seen a phone in my dream.
And even I remember waking up like, what the fuck kind of horrible dream is that? Like, even... I'm inputting my dreams.
In my dreams, I'm never even in an urban landscape. I'm always in nature, almost always. In the countryside.
Like a wolf.
Yeah, it's awesome. And I'm always around friends, and we're always just having fun. It's awesome. Yeah. And then I wake up, and it's like that you know, like the Apple alarm or whatever.
You gotta get out of the city, man.
I know. I was thinking about it today. I was like, maybe it's your brain going, get out of this hellscape. Especially living on Saint Laurent, man. It's getting to be pretty...
I know. I keep on thinking I want to move.
Yeah,
I brought a Domino's pizza the other night. I thought it was the episode of The Walking Dead, and it's worse because you can't even say to the guy, "Sorry, I don't have any change," because you have a piping hot pizza. It's not like you can go like, "Oh, sorry, I wish I could help in some way." It's like
you could just say a sound, just go and just keep walking. That's what I do. Just keep walking.
Yeah.
Like I think they just need. I've heard it from a guy who kind of looks homeless, who told me he's like, all they want is this acknowledgement of their existence.
Of course, yeah. A homeless guy told me that one time too. No, and I do always acknowledge them. I never, because you have to. Well, I say no. I just say, "Oh, I'm sorry," you know.
Yeah,
but
I don't think they're gonna question the logic. But you have a pizza in your hand.
Yeah.
No, they were all. There was like 4 of them going, "Come on, give me a slice."
Oh, geez.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like,
it was planned.
And at first I was like, "Okay, I'll give you." And then they all started coming out of nowhere, being like, "Oh, slices are coming out."
Dude,
and I was like,
you used to be like, "Hey, I got kids to feed or something. I got kids to feed up there."
Yeah,
This is sorry again.
got a
Just
little
keep
family
walking.
right here.
Because I think if you have to think about it, they must be working on a mass.
But a lot of times
production.
they don't want food. I actually do offer them because there's always ones outside the grocery store. So a lot of times if I go in, they're like, "Hey, you got any change?" I'm like, "No," and I come out with a sandwich or something, or I'll buy like apple and a granola, and they a lot of times like, "No."
No, they want to buy. Man, I'm so happy I'm not a crack dealer. I don't want to get. Imagine the crack dealer collecting all those coins. You have to roll.
Also, unless I'm drunk, if I'm drunk, my they get me every time.
Yeah.
Like when I walk up to the bar, I'll wait in line at A&W for like 20 minutes to buy a guy a meal. Because when you're drunk, I can't help but the Catholic comes out and you go, you had enough money to get booze all night, kill yourself, your liver slowly. Yeah. Can't buy this guy a double Buddy Burger, no cheese.
I love chicken
so
Buddy
it
burgers.
makes you better. Alcohol makes you like I'm gonna be more empathetic.
Yeah. Oh, for
I
sure.
I said that recently.
I've never fought anyone really out drunk.
Oh, me,
even
it's
arguing or anything.
That's why I'm stopping drinking more and more.
I'm starting more and more.
I think there probably must be like a sweet spot. Maybe like a drink a week.
I actually am drinking less, but I find myself a lot less happy.
Well, yeah, you're sleeping 16 hours a day.
16 is probably an exaggeration. 14 for sure, though.
Do some push-ups. Fuck, come on.
Yeah. I do sometimes. I did some in 2022.
Push-ups?
Yeah. Did like 50 or something.
Yeah, you look pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. It's still fucking riding.
I only say this because as I told you, I've been a little sad. Yeah. And that's the only thing that's bringing me out of a.
You haven't done a push-up and fucking.
Dude,
these actually feel pretty good.
No, his Amer's strong. Amer could like lift you over his head and you.
I'm getting a lot of
why are we still doing this podcast?
Happiness from every day doing like half one more, whatever, or one more. Yeah. So let's say I do one push-up on Monday.
Yeah.
If I do 7 on Sunday, that growth is like.
But I always do. Here's what happens: is I do it, and then I think then I'm like sore for 2 or 3 days, and then I feel great for a day, and I go, "Good, I got that out of the way."
Just that sentiment.
I just for some reason trick myself into thinking, "Good, I'm in shape. I did it."
Yeah.
I don't think, "Oh, now
but then you fall back again.
That's where I'm deluding.
You're
myself.
Studying a very short. You have to zoom out and look at a bigger.
Oh, buddy, in so many ways, I got to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know how to I can't look more than 24 hours in a few. I never know what day it is.
Listen, that's a drug. To be so present, it's so fun. Yeah, it's a drug. That like you should keep it. You should okay, I'm gonna be completely in the moment for the next 2 hours, but I'm gonna take an hour to plan the year.
Oh yeah, forget every.
You know what I mean?
I forget every appointment.
Like I don't care what Buddha says.
I never know what's going on.
The Buddha is wrong. You have to be present all the time. Yeah, but then you won't have retirement money. You have to. The being present is like the drug, like being drunk or whatever.
I don't disagree with you. I just don't actually know how to. Even now, I'm moving.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't make. My roommates moved out, and then this guy moved out, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll move here because I can't afford to live." I can't even think.
Yeah, but it's no.
Do people know you're moving there now?
Well, they will now. Fuck, 3-4 million people will know.
Maybe like 100.
You get 100? That's not bad. I'm still trying to crack the double or triple digits on YouTube. I got about 20. I average about 17 views. 24 on some, 25 on some. A few of them are me just showing my friends drunk at a party. Hey, check this one out.
Let's plug your thing.
Oh, what's it called?
Artloft.com.
Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah.
So what should people do?
Whatever they want.
Go to YouTube.
Whatever they want, man. I'm no cult leader.
Go to YouTube and type what?
YouTube Artloft.
That's it.
If you're going on the World Wide Web, www.artloftmedia.com.
Artloftmedia.com.
Yeah.
Artloftmedia.com.
My Instagram is _A_R_T.
To tag you. I don't know why.
I typed in Quinn in
because I don't want people to find me. Unless they want it.
Annoying.
I don't want any of these half-measure fans, dude. I want people that are going to go to my cult till we all drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm excited to see the next room because it's going to be like Quinn 2.0, you know?
It's going to be like Quinn 2.0. I'll be fucking doing push-ups over there, sleeping no more than 10 hours a day. Fucking planning out. I'll buy groceries on Tuesday. Dude, here's the thing.
Soup and comedy.
You ever text somebody?
Push-ups and comedy.
You ever text somebody and go like, what's up? And then they say something like, oh, just doing meal prep.
Oh, they don't need to say that. Yeah,
what
but would you say it? Like, I'm just... Would you...
If you're asking me, hey, What are you doing right now at this moment?
Okay, no, but you even do that at all? Like, what is that? This is the new thing. What is this?
People have been doing that since the dawn of time.
No, man.
Of Tupperware, at least.
Let's say like
since the dawn of Tupperware.
So meal prep is like you put shit in the freezer, right? Like it's just a bunch of pasta sauce. Okay, if you're not bothered to make something in the moment, and if you have no time, you just take out a pasta sauce and you heat it on.
I can't get excited about something that I didn't make.
But you make it.
I know, I make it.
A lot of times, you'll get the pleasure from like, ooh, I don't have to do the dishes again.
No, I like
you
dishes.
Get a certain okay, then you don't need that.
A lot of times, like I'm like, oh god, I finished my work. I gotta eat, then I gotta go Amer, then I gotta go to the show. It's basically that. So just quick, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, and you feel good, right? Like, ooh, I prepared.
Especially Claire's coming from work. I'm like, okay, bang, bang, bang,
really?
and then I rush out the door, and then I come back.
I've done it,
but you're not like, oh, I'm eating this for the next couple of days.
It's not we do it in portion sizes. So let's say like
that's so lame, dude.
But it's not that hard.
But it is lame.
It's not that long.
No, but it is lame.
Yeah.
No, he's right. It's lame.
Yeah, but it's easy.
But some lame things are good.
Yeah.
Push-ups, portions.
Yeah. Look
bidets.
how healthy we look.
We're dying.
You know, just don't. But listen, you went through a.
Listen, I'm also trying to change, so I'm not trying to be so.
Honestly, I can't wait to see.
I'm trying to change, but also I'm just like, fuck it, dude. Don't you just like? How old are you? You're older.
I'm 40.
You're 40.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Look how great I look.
You do look good, though.
Yeah,
actually.
you look. Yeah.
I look good.
Yeah.
I know. I like how I look.
Yeah.
Especially now I've been doing push-ups. I feel great.
Right.
I like to feel strong.
Do you feel like at this point in your life, you're the wrong guy to ask. Actually, never mind. Do you ever feel like, because you're so optimistic, I think that's nice. I don't understand how you do it. But.
No. I'm because I fight it. It takes so much energy sometimes.
I'm trying to fight it.
Yeah, it takes you have to just.
Like I thought I OD'd
keep
recently.
my-
I thought I OD'd recently, and my first thought was kind of like, sick.
You're OD'ing recently.
Dude, I did OD.
What happened?
I didn't understand. I'm like, what is?
I OD'd
Occupation
hard. I went to a
double?
party. I went
You
to
know
a
what's
party.
occupation double? It's a French like.
Occupation double?
Yeah, it's
007? What is that?
It's a French dating show.
Oh.
It's called Occupation Double OD. When I say like I OD'd recently, I'm like he went on Occupation Double, like a reality TV
I
dating
just
show.
switched to French for a split second. Middle of an
So I'm
hour-long
like-
conversation.
I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what's so interesting? But I'm like, oh no, this is way more serious. On what? OD on what?
MDMA.
Okay.
You could
Yeah.
do that?
I know. I didn't think so either. But
What? I thought
also-
it's like you take a pill and you.
I go to
"Hey,
a
I'm on the
party.
beach,
I
baby."
go to a party, right? At a friend's. I'm pretty drunk. I'm leaving. I hear like boom, 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 boom on the next floor, and I was like, hey, why I'm already here, right? Might as well go up and see what this is all about.
This is fucking cool.
So I go up, right? It's a couple floors up. I go in. It's like one of those parties where it's big enough, it's dark. You can just be like, I know Bill, right?
Whoa,
Someone's gonna
you
know
did
Bill.
that? That's so cool.
I do that all the time.
I used
baby.
to do that when
Yeah,
I was
that's
18,
normal.
19, 20,
never-
all the time.
But you go into a
yeah.
wedding. If you got a nice enough shirt on, you can go walk into a wedding.
Dude, yeah. Dude, we
And
would
you go,
hear-
sorry, we just got in from Maine, or you just
Yeah, you do things like, there's rumors of a party
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and then you go sneak. You would
It was
ask people
so
walking
fun.
around. Yeah,
You
yeah.
see, that's a drug. That's fun. I can't do that every day. That would be insane.
Can't never do that.
One time I got kicked out of a wedding when I was like, me and my buddies crashed a wedding when we were like 19 because we were at a party and it was like across this like at some hall across the street from where we were, and we were dressed nice. We had dress shirts on for the thing we were at, so we're like, this is easy, open bar, we're having a great time. And then like an idiot, this is how dumb I am. I say, because I was new to lying still, I was like, oh, I know the bride. Which why wouldn't you just be like, I know? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you just say? Why wouldn't you just say like, oh, I know Pete or whatever? I'm friends with Shelly.
I know the
right?
bride.
But I said, I know the bride. And then because a couple guys like friends of the group were like kind of knew we should get out of there because we're like hammering the finger foods and drinking the
Fuck yeah.
and they're like, how do you know her? And I continue. It says when you're lying, don't get specific. Right? So then I go, oh, we used to work together. And they're like, where? And I was like, at a laundromat. Right away, we were just like grabbing us like, get out of here.
That's hilarious.
It's like I'm just like, come on, laundromat. Come on, baby.
That's awesome.
So many people work at those.
But yeah, tell us the.
So I go to this party. So then whatever, we're moving, shake, good party. I'm pretty drunk, and already it's like 2 a.m, something like that. And then I bump into a girl I used to know, like used to date a buddy, and so she's like, hey, how's it going? She's like, hey, you want some M? I'm like, sure. You never say no to free anything.
I always say no at everything.
Really?
I'm so scared of everything.
Really?
I never take. I said no to
No,
the soup.
man.
I wouldn't even put myself in this. He said no to soup.
Especially with drugs. you always want to. If someone goes, "Hey, you want some?" You go, "Yes," because they're already, it's fine.
Yeah, but can I, as a Louis C.K., can I take the drug and go do it alone? I don't want to hang out with, dude. Me
You don't wanna do
alone
drugs
smoking
alone.
a shisha at night is.
I know. I do.
The
like
only
that
drug
too.
you do alone is
I like drinking
weed.
alone.
Was smoking weed.
I love smoking weed alone.
Yeah.
I don't do any drugs in public. I did it once.
Everything
and
else you wanna-
And you scolded me like a dad.
What are you talking about?
I was about to go on stage here, and I don't know. I think it was Saeed. He offered me a hit. I
Okay.
think it was Saeed. I'm not sure. In my mind, it's Saeed. He's like, my friend, do you know? And you
My
saw
friend.
you saw me smoke, and you're like, what are you doing, smoking before you go on stage? As if
Well,
I
that's 'cause you're going-
disappointed my father.
Well, it's because he's going on paying the guy $100 to go up. And
Oh, headline.
it's gonna be rough as it is.
And I remember I went on stage, and I'm like,
When was this?
Exactly.
That was I
Long
don't
time
think
ago,
I don't
huh?
think it was headlining. I think
Oh,
it was
okay.
like 3-4 years ago. And ever since, I
It
never.
was a lot
smoked
better
weed.
back then too.
I never smoked weed before going on stage.
Got a concussion on this fucking.
That's like I'm like he's like, what are you doing? By the way, he's high on coke and weed
No,
and
no,
MDMA.
no. I never go.
and
I
100
always go
million
on
drugs?
sober.
Really?
I don't even drink.
Oh.
Nothing.
Okay, so you
Wait a
projected
minute.
your things
Not even
on me.
drink before I've seen you.
Maybe I'll have a beer. Well, if I'm waiting to go on, like if the show's running long. No,
Okay,
even
okay.
here I don't drink till after.
Oh, okay.
I bring a drink up with me so I seem cool.
That's what it is. That's
You
what it is.
notice?
Yeah,
I'll
you
do
know-
30 minutes. I come off. There's like this much out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
I
no.
only sip when I'm floundering. What am I gonna say
Look at-
next?
He's a pro, guys. The man behind the scene, a pro.
Yeah. Misunderstood pro.
So, anyways, I
Listen to
OD.
the podcast. Misunderstood pro.
That's
Not
bad.
a pro at doing too many drugs. I'll tell you that.
Okay, wait.
So the girl says, "Do you want some?" I go, "Yeah, okay, right." And then she it's in a bag. Usually I've done it. It's in a pill, and it's all measured out and stuff.
It's powdered.
Yeah, it's powder, but it's in a pill.
Powder MDMA.
It's all powder.
Okay.
Unless you get the good stuff. It's in a rock. You get a razor blade. You crack that up, and you go, "Tonight's gonna be fun."
Mommy.
You never done that? You never done that?
No, I never. I don't do drugs, man.
He
Yeah, me
sucks
either.
toes.
I
That's
don't
as
touch it.
sad.
You suck toes?
Toes get toes sucked.
Oh, you get
dude.
toes sucked. Sorry.
One time, somebody sucked a couple of my toes in a sexual encounter, and I was like,
Who?
"Do I tell my
Stubby?
athlete's foot?" What?
Who's stubby?
What?
Somebody,
Who sucked-
somebody sucked on one of my
somebody. I
toes.
thought you said one stubby.
in
Say
a
that
sexual encounter. Someone was sucking on my toes. you
Yes.
know?
Nice.
And I was like, but I had athlete's foot, and I was like, "Fuck." do I tell them?
I don't know what that means.
I was like, "I'm okay," and they're like, "No, I love
Does
it."
it mean your foot is muscular?
No, it's like fungus. You get
yeah.
from,
Okay.
you get from
I
the
don't play
from
sports.
the
I don't
pool.
know.
You know.
You don't have to be an athlete to get it.
I don't get that from push-ups.
Yeah, yeah.
From
yeah.
walking
Well, you're not
in the
doing
gym.
enough.
You know how do you walk in your gym locker room without? No, who the hell? It's if you walk in
I
the
have
locker room.
flip-flops.
Okay, exactly. That's safe. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. The thing you would get would be called athlete's foot
If
because
you
you only
walk
get it.
Fungus.
The
That's
fungus.
disgusting.
So maybe she likes the taste, or he likes the taste.
It's like
Well,
relish.
they didn't notice.
Oh fuck!
He
Were
didn't
the lights
notice?
off?
They.
Okay. Go on.
Why do you gotta get gendered about
He
it?
parties, man.
Why do you gotta do that?
Well,
just
because
curious.
Dave is becoming the older he gets more and more conservative.
Well, that's
So
the
he
natural
accepts
trajectory.
your lifestyle. He just doesn't approve of it.
I'm also haven't really drank in weeks, so I'm all
Right.
like,
So
right.
his race, you know, like
This-
you become,
you have any idea how
you
much
give
wine
money
this
to the
is?
poor when you're drunk. He gets homophobic a little.
No,
Ask
no,
him
no.
about the Muslims.
No. We're.
Why not? I could just ask you about Jews.
Wait, do you want a drink from? Sorry. So go on with the OD.
You can have it.
Go on with the OD story.
So she's like, "Oh, hold out your hand," right? She's got a bag. How do you have a beer? Oh boy. Yeah. So
Imagine you pulled out a
there's
7-Up.
tab on the top. You pull that up.
Is this beer?
Don't drink it too fast. That's a whole one.
Dude, this wine is actually really good.
Oh, it's a Merlot.
Yeah.
Merlot from Bordeaux.
Oh no, this is a Bordeaux.
No.
This is not a Merlot.
Bordeaux's not a type, man.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Nah, it's a place.
It's from a place called Bordeaux. It's a Bordeaux, but that's the type of wine you're drinking.
no. It's
Yeah.
from Bordeaux.
It's from Bordeaux, and the Bordeaux is a Bordeaux.
Merlot.
All right, I'm out of here.
No, look, it's
You're
a
right.
Merlot. It's a Cab Sauv, but really.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
Sauvignon Bordeaux.
See, basically, the wine is so cheap that's just a mixture of other wines, other dep
Oh
wines.
God! But this was SAQ.
13.5.
All right.
13.5%.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Oh, this is booze.
Yeah, stay away from that. So anyway, she dumps this whole. She goes. Oh, hold your hand. I'll dump some in. She dumps them in, but it's party. It's dark. We're drunk. She ends up dumping in a ton, like a pile. Scarface, mountain.
And you sniff it, or do you,
Well, you can sniff it, or I don't like to sniff it.
okay. So what do you do?
Ingest it.
Oh, you just like put it in a cup?
No. But so anyways,
sure
I see it. I see it.
Gay, get it?
Yeah. You like that?
I'm drunk.
So how do you think? Yeah. You're gay before you start drinking. You just get extra gay.
Yeah.
You're just like not
Listen,
ashamed after.
I have no issues discussing my admiration for the human male body. That doesn't mean I want to suck cock.
No, doesn't.
It's different.
What about the cock of a statue that you?
Sorry?
Like, because you said you like the form and the shape, like a Michelangelo. You don't ever think about touching that?
No, I would like
tasting
to,
that granite?
create it.
Right, so you just touch it for hours.
Create it.
Like a sun.
You want to get it hard.
I want to molest the son of mine. That's no, but I would like to create it.
Right.
Yeah, but not. I don't want to lick it or fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no interest. I would like to admire. I like to look at it. Like, ooh. Like
What if you're on a
Mancini.
desert island? How long do you think it would take you to get gay?
He needs
Gay
to
by
become
your
a woman.
with your somebody else.
The person needs to become a woman.
That's pretty easy these days.
Yeah,
But-
like even in the desert. With desert means
No,
he
but
needs to be
it
feminine.
is just a dude.
Gay for pay in the desert.
Like he's Gabe or you and me.
It's you and Gabe.
No,
You're
man.
doing the Bun Week
No,
cruise.
no.
It crashes.
The 1 week. That would be awesome.
It crashes. You're the only two that survive.
No,
You're on a desert island.
Dude, imagine the
Whoa,
insurance.
whoa. Let me finish.
I honestly,
You're on a desert island.
I would
You-
fuck like a
You
goat.
know you're not getting on.
I would fuck a goat before.
I wouldn't need to fuck. I would just
That's-
jerk off in the
that's-
ocean.
You would fuck a goat before another
Yeah.
fella?
I jerk off in the ocean. Just
There's-
like off the just the ocean. You're done.
Oh no, I thought we were in the desert. Sorry, where are we?
Oh wait, I thought desert island.
You're on a desert island.
desert island.
Like Pirates of the Caribbean.
So-
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I would go in a corner and jack off to whatever lasting
That's what you
memories I
think.
have in my
That's what you
mind.
think.
I have a memory from 2023 that I think I'm gonna use till I die.
Yeah.
Like a girl riding me that was so hot. I'm like, I'm gonna jack off to this when I'm 60.
Wow.
Which brings me to my question.
That's when you're gonna die?
So you could think of that, but of course.
No, I wouldn't. No.
Amer's dying at
The
60.
feeling and him going. I
No,
would
that's
like
if
that.
you're me though. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
but
be
there's
screaming.
no way. Yeah, you would let me fuck you?
No.
Okay, so it'd be. I don't want.
All right. He doesn't want.
I don't want my friends. I'm sorry, Quinn. I don't know who.
I didn't say anything about.
But that's the only way. That first of all.
No.
you would let
He
me
says
fuck
that.
you.
He says that, but I bet you'd be on there 2 weeks. This guy would be coming after you, and literally the Coast Guard would be going by, and you'd be like, "What is that?" And he'd be like, "I don't hear anything. I don't know what that is.
Hey, you guys
It's a
need
seagull.
help?
It's a seagull or something, man.
But
Just
have
lay
you seen
back."
his legs? Like, for me to consider this feminine.
My legs.
No, but like
Oh,
you're.
yeah, I get
you're
funny legs.
man. You have hair.
I'd way rather have sex with you than him
Really?
because I know you take it so much better.
No, but I'm very.
It's true.
In fucking, I wouldn't be.
For him, it's
You
an
wouldn't
act. For you, it's real.
Quinn, just so you know, you would be the
It's
bottom.
an act.
You would be the bottom. Sexually, I like to dominate. You would be
Right,
the bottom.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
I'm
guys wouldn't
physically
be
stronger than you. You can't.
Not if we're on a desert island. I'll start doing push-ups.
Yeah.
You're
Eating
not doing
great
them now.
water.
You're not gonna do them when you're
Drinking
hungry.
What are you
Coconut
talking
juice.
about? Every guy that goes to jail gets jacked. They don't go in jacked.
Yeah, because they have to survive.
That's why I'll be doing them. I'm on a
Yeah,
desert
but
island with you.
I'm getting ready now. I've been getting ready all my life.
The only guy that went into jail and got and didn't come out jack was Andy Dufresne.
Who's Andy Dufresne?
yeah, that's true. It bared no effect on his.
He was just like came out the same. Hello.
No, he got.
Dufresne.
But he got.
I know he's the only guy that went into jail, got whatever,
Because
and then came out skinny
know,
still.
Yeah,
believe-
afterwards, he was kind of like, maybe I'll fix up an old sailboat.
Yeah, exactly.
The first thing he did is he went to a desert island. He must have liked it a little
went
bit.
he went to Cabo or whatever. He went to like the
yeah.
beach with the dead with a boat. That's amazing. Andy Dufresne.
Hello.
That's pretty sweet.
Hello.
Okay, so
Yes.
sorry.
So, yeah, sorry, you took all that.
So she dumps it out anyways,
Yeah.
and it's a ton. And she goes, "Oh, that's a lot." And
She's Japanese.
no, she's Lebanese.
That's a lot.
Oh, lot.
A lot of Emma.
Yeah. Problem with Japanese drugs is an hour later you got to get high again. So, anyways, like an idiot, she goes, "That's a lot," and I look at it and like that voice in your head that knows, like right before something bad's about to happen. It's like goes, "Yeah, that's a lot," and I went, and I did it all, and then I'm dancing on the dance floor like a jitterbug and sweating a little bit. And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine. I got a good. I knew my liver was good for it."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it was like I just remember thinking like, "Oh fuck." And I like fell back, whole body started shaking, like convulsed, like my
You're feeling this.
like oh yeah,
You're
like my
still
entire
aware.
body's going like this, like
You're aware of the shaking.
Oh yeah.
Holy fuck!
And I'm puking all like uncontrollably vomiting.
You can't stop it.
No.
So scary.
And everyone crowds around and saying, "Yeah, all right." And I'm like, "Oh boy, that's the last thing I'm gonna hear before I die." Great. Help's on the way when you just hear, "Yeah," and you're like, that's no nurse.
This is the most scary story.
That's not a response.
And it was, anyways. Then I left, like completely left my body. Aztec pyramids. I'm flying through stuff. Felt like I was in Donkey Kong. Never even played.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I know which level too.
I know, huh? Which one?
The one that it's like the Aztec level,
Ding,
and
ding, ding. Anyways, yeah. It was a lot, and I don't know how long I was out, but kind of like when an animal knows they're sick, like you don't want to, like you just go somewhere to die, you know what I mean? So I just like kind of crawled to under a couch and like pulled the garbage
People
thing.
kept dancing?
Well, because, you're like, I'm fine, and I'm puking everywhere, so I'm trying to get away from the puke area, so they blame that on someone else, you know?
Not the guy crawling on the floor.
Bear in mind, I'm not invited.
Dude, this is
It's just a guy.
Yeah, just a
man.
guy
Oh
there.
my god.
If I could talk, I'd be like, I know a guy on the first floor, you know? That would be why I'm there.
Fuck. So you're under a sofa.
So I just was under there for a while, and I just kind of crawled to where no one would see me, and I pulled like a garbage can of empty cans over me to just sort of hide myself. And I don't know, I was probably there for an hour or two. And then I came back, and I danced like a jitterbug. And,
No way! You came back and started dancing. I'm back, baby.
Everyone must have been high at that point.
Were you like
There was
really
a drug
thirsty,
party.
or did you drink a bunch of water? You must have been so thirsty and hungry after puking.
It doesn't look
you
well
never
now.
get. You never.
This
What?
is not healthy right now.
But he must have
I
been.
thought
like
the
this.
lights would help, but nothing.
No, you look pretty
Whoa.
good. Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm being an ass.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. It's like 40. It's all right. So what's going on with you? How's your knees? My knees.
But
are good.
wait. Let's go back. So you woke up, you danced, and then salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
2 in the morning.
I do remember a guy going, "Bro, you gotta go." And then I was like, "Okay." And then the next day, that girl who I hadn't spoke with in years, right? She messaged me and was like, "Hey, are you alive? Like, we never saw you leave. That was way too much." And I was pretty much just like, "So what are you up? Like, what are you doing this week?" You know? But
Did she get back to you?
no.
Okay.
That was
After
it.
she saw you vomit on yourself, wow, she doesn't want to fuck you. What?
Yeah. Something about that.
It's like the scariest episode of Friends.
You want to
I've
go
ever heard
make
of.
out
It's
under the
so-
garbage can?
Yeah, exactly. Hey,
This
maybe I
is
got a
hardcore, dude. I'd be the worst interviewer because I'm like, holy shit, let's switch subjects. I'm like freaking out.
You see, that's the price of being in the moment. He had an impulse. He went after it. But that should be like, hey, I'm on
You're always
holiday.
trying to find you always want to know where's the limit.
No, not at all.
No, me either.
The only art where I'm looking for that is comedy. Anything
You're like,
else?
yeah, me either. No, I know.
I
I
have
know.
no intention to testing the limits of anything except comedy.
Yeah.
That's it. On
Yeah,
stage,
okay.
not even off stage.
Yeah.
That's
Same.
it. Anything else? I'm like, I don't want to do any of that. This
You don't want to
scares the
cross
shit out of me.
it. Obviously, you're not.
Because I can
actually
imagine
trying
that
to
story. I don't
Yeah,
want to live it.
a very good story, by the way.
That's
thanks,
an
man.
amazing.
I made it up.
No, you live. No, last time I saw him, I'm like, oh man, I had an orgy yesterday, and look how dumb I
Really?
am.
Yeah, I had an orgy recently.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
You had an
Listen
orgy?
to this. He tells
Different
me
night.
this. My first question is like, did you wear protection? That was my first question. He's like,
No one wears a protection at orgy.
Whoa,
I'm like,
where was this
I'm
orgy?
like, but what if someone
It's
gets
in a
pregnant?
It was right here.
It was in
the art loft? No way. Was it actually?
on the sofas.
You invited people over, and it was just, was there like,
I was coming home from the bar. It's like all these nights. You're pretty drunk. You're like, my night's over. You know how many nights I've had where I'm like, my night's over, and then it's not over.
whoa.
It's merely just begun.
So how do you run into orgy people? Were they all together?
Walking back with Pearl. Pearl pretty much got me in the orgy.
Nice.
And
Oh, she was in there.
I was walking home for the party with the dog, and someone's like, "Hey, nice dog," you know.
And you're like, well, suck my dick. And they're like, yeah.
"This guy." No wonder you don't get in orgies.
You gotta be subtle.
Yeah, you gotta be smooth. So, anyways, whatever. We started chatting. He gave me a smoke. Then, like, all his friends came out. It was like 3 or 4 guys and 2 girls, and they're like, "Hey, you know anywhere we can keep drinking?" And they were drinking outside Darling, which is like a block away. I was like, "Hey, come back to my place. I got
That's a young
drinks."
people bar.
Yeah, they were all older than me.
Oh, okay.
Significantly.
Older?
Oh yeah, like your age or something. Ugh, wrinkly.
He's not that much
cute?
older than us, but
Were they cute?
Well, when you have 6, it varies. There's quite a range.
yeah, dude, that's amazing.
Every orgy, my first question, how does it begin?
Okay, so
How does it go like, hey,
and by the way, I wasn't getting orgy vibes whatsoever. at all. And in fact, a guy pulled his cock out, and
he pulled his out like
out of
like,
nowhere.
Hey, man, so I love the new Mustang GT, bro. It's
like
so
we were probably
fucking
back here. We were
powerful.
probably
and someone just went.
Yeah, pretty much. We weren't. I don't know about but we weren't talking cars. But basically, we were probably back for like a half hour. We had a couple drinks, maybe a few other things. And he pulled his cock out, and I went, whoa, buddy, easy there. What are you doing?
You said.
Oh yeah, I said. Put
okay,
that,
so you're like, hey.
yeah, because I was like, put that thing away, bud.
Yeah.
And pretty much as I said it, like this girl just kind of got to her knees because we're all just standing around the table.
And you have to.
And then when that happened, I was kind of like, okay. Yeah. And then like everyone kind of just pull off their clothes. And when the thing they don't tell you about an orgy is if you're the only got clothes on, you feel weird.
Yeah, you would have to leave your house.
Yeah, you either have to like.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'll give you a couple of hours.
And I was kind of like, you know what? These are all strangers. What the hell? Whoa. That's
you
and you want strangers in an orgy. Yeah. You don't want them to be like coworkers or something.
No, I got it.
See you Monday. Sorry, I came real fast. See you Monday.
So you need a girl. You need a girl. You need a girl to yes and the cock. You need a girl to yes.
Yeah, it's like improv. You yes and each other. Yeah.
No, but you need a girl to yes and the cock because if you went hey and you pushed the girl away, maybe like no, that's not what I meant. You don't know. You need a girl to yes and the cock.
Yeah, well,
someone.
yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Or someone to yes and the cock.
Someone needs to yes and the cock.
Yeah, you got to yes and the cock.
Once you yes and the cock, then it's an orgy.
Yeah.
But then a third person needs to be added.
How did they all know each other?
That thing is they all knew each other.
And they're like
so
unlock.
Yeah,
passcode
so I was sort of the new guy. Hey, I was in the sidelines for a bit. Hey, can I get in on this?
Do you think you're the new meat?
I was the new meat.
Like they hunted you, they saw you with the dog. Like
I do wonder sometimes if like how soon like when we were all walking back, if they were like,
like a pack of predators, like a pack of wolves, like
full on predators,
and they circled you, and then you're like, and they sucked some of your innocent soul.
This is so scary.
Anyways, and ever since my pisses smelled really weird, so I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Oh, okay. You're not joking.
Yeah, it's like a weird.
I was gonna say, did you eat any?
Everything else is good to go.
Soup. What do you put in your soup?
Asparagus.
Is there a lot of asparagus
it's
in your
literally,
diet?
Yeah. You. It's kind of like asparagus. If
it's probably just chlamydia then.
Well, like I hope so.
Did you go get the test?
I've had chlamydia. It hurts.
Oh.
No, this one it doesn't hurt.
No, I don't feel any pain.
Just it smells weird. Maybe it's an infection.
Let's hope it's one of those
easy ones.
Take a pill ones or whatever.
Yeah.
Probably.
Needle in the butt ones.
Do you feel it affected your health differently?
Nope.
Was it? It was recent enough that you probably won't even realize.
Did you
like
Google
a month
it just to scare yourself?
Oh, okay.
Oh, of course, dude. Because I'm scared of hospitals, so I do all my own research, right? So I go on WebMD. You know what's funny? I go on WebMD a lot. I read a lot about that because I'm scared of hospitals.
When he's awake for 4 hours a day, I'm like,
exactly.
WebMD.
You got time. But then the funny thing is, a few times I'll be talking to doctors, and of course they get really offended if you bring up WebMD, or you can start to be like, oh, maybe it's something like that. I've been getting so well read on WebMD that a couple times now, even the doctor, the nurse is kind of like, I'm like, well, it can't be this because it's blah, blah, blah. And they'll be like, that guy, and it's nice. Like a guy went to school for 9 years, and he'll give me one of these. Like,
so basically, what happens is like,
because all they're doing, that's why they have the other room. All they're doing is going, okay, what else happened? And then they go to the other room and go, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. No, but like
and they use WebMD.
You know, like people used to always say like, oh, do your own research, and they used to mock these people.
Yeah.
Like the people who done the research, they like started doing so much research, like they're starting to like.
Yeah, we're catching up.
You're catching up a little, and then you criticize the people who don't do enough research.
Exactly. That is what it is.
It's just a visual. You're the next doctors.
Okay, basically like.
And someone's gonna hate on you, the next generation who doesn't do research.
When people say get a second opinion, that's when I go to a doctor.
So, but what's the stinky pee? What is it? What's the?
It's just an odd smell. It seems to change, and it's oddly consistent. So I go, what's that about? Lord knows I'm eating different things.
You know what? Okay, maybe you can help me, doctor.
Okay. Yeah.
I realized that like I've been pissing.
Take your pants off.
I pee.
Orgy time.
And then I'm like, okay, I'm done peeing. I'm like, and then I go pee another round, like a complete
whole
round.
other round.
Yeah.
You might have a urethra infection, my friend.
But there's no pain.
No, it doesn't have to be
And
painful.
there's no everything is perfect. Just like, oh, I need to pee again.
Right.
It's as if the ball, like the sac, doesn't empty fully.
Maybe you have a UTI, although it's only in 12% of men.
But maybe it's just like normal. Like there might be like a reservoir.
You're also just old and shitty now.
Yeah. I can do push-ups for my prostate, I guess.
No. I can do something for your prostate.
Don't forget that this old body includes an old man's asshole. It is not appetizing. Like,
it would be
I cannot.
so good. Imagine having
I
sex
cannot
with him,
afford
actually.
to be a twink. Like my years of being a twink are over.
No.
If I'm gay, I have to be the top.
Oh, of course.
There's no way I cannot be like the.
And you're
cute
not even
boy
like a
and
bear. You're like a seal. You're like an old
I'm
seal.
like an old seal.
He's like an old leather horse or something.
Yeah. You fell apart, dude.
No, but I know that's sexy for some people. I know this.
Yeah, not
Because
women.
I've seen seals. No, I've seen seals with women. You have to find a woman who.
Yeah, they like them at fucking Marine Land, bouncing a red ball. They don't want to fucking
10-year-old
sleeping on their
girls.
chest, right here.
What's that?
Dude, a seal is a very comfortable thing to hug when you sleep. Yeah,
How do you know?
because I provide that service.
Do you sleep hugging all the whole night?
No, but most of it, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty.
You want to like it's because you want to snuggle, right?
I like that feeling.
Then all of a sudden you wake up, and you're like, and you're in the back of someone's head, and you're like, what the?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah,
You're not supposed to sleep well in someone's arms.
You just feel a connection.
It just feels nice.
You go, I feel connected. Terrible sleep.
Yeah,
Good sleep. Feel alone.
exactly.
It's life. You can't have it all.
And one day, it's like, all right, let's get my own bed or whatever. But it's like a recharging battery. You know when you charge a battery in the wall and then you plug it?
That's usually where I charge it into.
It's like when you take the girl. The girl is like the battery. You put her here and then she charges, and then you
she
charge.
charges you. Oh yeah, you charge each
It's
other.
like in The
That's
Sims.
cute.
The Sims, you know, like in The Sims where you get your social. You know, like have you ever played The Sims?
No, I actually, but I live in society. It's probably similar.
You know when he's awake for 30 minutes a day.
You can play in fucking Sims, dude. Video games
He
suck.
dreams the
kid.
Sims. He dreams the Sims. He
Yeah.
doesn't need to play the Sims.
Basically, like a guy would talk to somebody else, and then your social meter would go from red to green.
So now that one is
That's
affection and
true.
connection.
100% true. You can be having the most blue day, and if you just go out and chat with anyone,
Yeah.
stranger, friend, anyone, phone call,
Yeah, you
even if
feel
you
good.
can't, you feel good after.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's what rich people do. Like really successful people who think a lot in their life. They're like, I need to schedule some social time just to fill in that battery. Like they take it as a homework. They're like, because they like to think about their only thing. Like let's say you like making stocks, and you're autistic. So like, okay, I want to do this 24 hours a day. But then you realize you're not as good because you need to add some social time. So really, really smart rich people, they're like, okay, they schedule like, okay, I need 4 hours of social time this week to fill my battery, and then they gauge how much they need.
But then women do that. They schedule like every weekend to hang with their aunts.
Women
So-
are
some
naturally
women are
better
good,
at it. They're
yeah.
naturally better at it. They're always gabbing, chat with
Their
each other.
battery needs more to fill than us.
Ah.
They're naturally meeting up more, I think, hanging out more.
Yeah, I think they work well in packs, I guess. But men, I guess I don't know if we like to be. I guess there's two type of men.
We want both. We want our solitude, and we want.
I love my solitude. It scares me to lose it ever.
Really?
Yeah, it's so nice.
I'm just experiencing it for the first time in a long time.
It's true now because you have all this. Plus, you have a huge space all by yourself that is filled with humanity 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
Tuesdays you have a movie playing here, and then Fridays
tonight.
you have a comedy show, and then Saturday you have the when is the
Saturday's nothing, baby.
no when do you have your art market?
Oh, those are monthly. Those
Monthly.
are yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So you have a movie tonight, right?
We do. Point Blank. It's in 40 minutes.
Oh damn.
You guys said
Point
you'd be here
Blank.
at 6. You showed up at 7.
William
Hey,
Friedkin.
I showed up at 6:40. All right, please.
Okay, but-
No, I got in the shower at 6:40 because I was like, I don't know if these
No,
guys
I was
are coming.
outside. I was ringing. That's why your dog was barking because I was outside.
What are we doing out there?
Oh, sorry, I was there at 6:50. Right. I was waiting because I wasn't gonna open the door.
What do you mean?
I was
It doesn't
waiting
even
outside.
lock. You can't even lock it.
No, but I don't.
Luckily,
say
no one
that.
no one's going to see this.
There's at least 100 people who are gonna see this.
And-
Plus
but they're
they're moving out. Who cares?
They're worldwide, though. Where are most of your...
I have no idea.
you ever look at that? The people can look at
It always
Sometimes.
changes. I feel like everyone
Yeah.
has VPNs.
Yeah.
It's always like.
Plus, our
Right.
fans are usually people who like. Lately, I can spot like, let's say we had a fan from Austria. Then I'll look at the numbers and I'll see like, oh, we have 2 new Austrian listeners.
You mean when someone comes to the hostel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. For the folks at home, these guys run a show at a hostel
They
basement.
know. They know. The fans know.
Oh, do they? Okay.
How long have you been recording?
An hour.
Okay, let's say. I had so many questions that I'm not gonna get.
Keep
to.
going. No, let's go. You got me all lubed up.
Point
here.
blank.
Point blank.
Ask him questions. Point blank.
That's the name of the movie.
Did they watch it?
It's a movie. It's true. Well, I wanted to
Martin.
ask you, what's your favorite Christmas? Is it like the movies, or is it his dad throwing the thing out of the window? Your favorite Christmas, like Hollywood moment, or horror?
I remember getting like like you know like those YouTube like videos where the kid gets like a present and he's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
I had that moment. Like I got like Donkey Kong 64 and I was like, oh my god, Donkey. I lost my mind and the whole year.
and it was real.
Yeah. And I remember like my
How old were you?
I was whenever it came out, like 8. Yeah, I was like 38. No, but I remember the whole time.
It's actually what I'm hoping for this Christmas.
Yeah,
I'm manifesting destiny right now.
I would love that game again. But the whole year was out. I don't know. I was like kind of making fun of it with my friends. I was making fun of it, and then my mom got it, and I secretly really wanted it, and I was like, yes. Oh, I remember. Yeah, hours of fun, man. Fucking hours and hours of fun. Love that game.
Did you have other questions in your notebook? You said you brought a whole bunch of questions.
Yeah. What's your favorite 2023 memory?
It's hard. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't know if
specific.
It's been a rough year. Probably OD. No, the orgy. No, I don't know. Okay.
The orgy, that was the most unique. It doesn't have to be good. It's just the most unique thing. If in 60 years, when you're staring at a wall about to die, and they're waiting, everyone is waiting for you to die.
Like I said, Friday I did 35 minutes.
Nice.
Of all new stuff.
Oh.
Whoa.
I feel so bad for that crowd.
But it went wild. Oh yeah, good joke. I love it. It's hilarious. But no,
but don't you do 35 new minutes every time you host?
No, I don't do all new. I try to do like 5 new minutes, and then you work on stuff. You know how it is. But I was like, I'm just gonna do all nothing because I knew it was the last show here. So I was like, I'm gonna go up.
You already had the last show here?
We did, yeah, Friday.
Oh no, I was gonna ask for a spot.
Fuck.
So I gave you a spot, and you got COVID.
I was sick.
He got offered a spot, and I wasn't on the last show. I feel I'm part of the history of this place
offer
too.
this guy spots all the time, and he's like, "Oh, I can't. I'm."
I was doing other shows,
exactly.
but I would have still been in. I wasn't even invited. The last show.
You know why I didn't tell anyone?
Am I not
you know
part
why
of this family?
You know why I didn't tell anyone?
Why?
I just wanted to see who'd show up.
But he didn't offer spots to anyone.
What do you mean I didn't offer spot? I gave you the same amount of spots I always give.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was wondering why. Oh, you were headlining the last. I'm like, oh, is it because it's before Christmas?
That and money's been tight.
Mm.
So if I headline, I don't have to pay somebody.
Hey, did you hear about this? This thing might affect a lot of like tourism and like audiences in Montreal in general.
The New World Order.
Buddy, did you hear about like Quebec cutting funding to all of English schools in Quebec?
For international students, right?
Yeah, for international students. So they're boosting
Anglophones
up. Yeah, Anglophones. So they're basically boosting up the tuition like crazy, man, to like 20,000.
For non-Canadians.
No. Outside of Quebec.
Outside of
non-Quebecois. Yeah, non-Quebecois.
Honestly,
I think,
it would bring more money.
I don't think so
Do you think
because
this province needs more money?
It will bring. I don't know if it needs more money. It will bring more money.
They don't know how to spend it anyway. They have
No,
much
no,
But it
goddamn
will bring
money.
more money.
But but McGill's doing a hiring freeze. They're not hiring anybody anymore, and they're expecting so far it was a 60% student body drop at McGill alone. I don't know about other schools, but like, I think that's like, dude, that's pretty intense.
How conservative is that percentage?
I don't know.
In the sense that they're expecting, that doesn't mean.
No, because they already have people not going to that school anymore. They're like,
so that number is like 100% real.
And they're not hiring. McGill was expanding, hiring, and now like they're not hiring anymore and shit. I think that's pretty intense though. Like I think that's like could affect
the next government vote for someone who's more pro English.
But
that's it.
It's the only thing you do. But Quebec's not gonna do that. I don't think so. Like they. Dude, if you're a Quebec,
I don't think anyone. I think all francophones secretly love Legault. Even
Yeah.
the Montreal ones that
Absolutely.
they act like they don't, and they get in that. There's a reason there's a curtain at the booth, and they go.
Dude,
I hate
if you're French Quebecois, this is like a paradise.
He's your
for you,
guy,
man.
dude.
It's amazing. It's amazing. I bet like you have the rent is low. You have fucking amazing entertainment nonstop. All the culture is geared toward you.
Yeah.
You're just like the entertainment is geared toward you.
Yeah.
It's like. Why would you want other people fucking your shit up, you know? It makes sense.
Okay.
It'd be like going to England and a bunch of French people coming and being like, we're going to now make
it makes sense. Here's the thing. I have a very dubious...
So learn French?
Look,
I know. That's why me and Claire's looking for jobs in the United States, and I'm like, I'm down to go.
Yeah, let's get the fuck
All
out of
that
here.
so you
Start
don't
making
learn
some
French?
money. No, it's so that we can actually make money. You can't make money in this province.
Yeah, but again, rent is cheap.
It's
Life is
used
cheap.
to be cheap. It's not
still
as
cheaper.
cheap.
Trust me, dude. It's still cheaper than everywhere.
It probably is.
I'm on Reddit every day,
Yeah.
and it's like people
It's still
complaining
cheap.
about all the cosmopolitan cities are insane. Just Toronto, which is dead,
No, I don't go to Toronto.
soulless.
But
It's still super mega expensive. Montreal still has soul because you can be poor, you can go bake pizza at the door of Domino's and still.
Yeah, but I don't want to be
Still be an artist.
poor. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm too old to be poor.
That's
man.
why the internet exists. So the internet
No, that's what we're
allows you to be
trying.
elsewhere,
But-
but still live in a cheap
Yeah,
city.
exactly.
Like, yeah, except you
that
live
would
here
be
and they
amazing.
tax. We're in the highest tax region
I
in
know.
North America.
I know. That's
If
crazy.
you make $100,000 in Quebec, your take home is $67,000.
Yeah.
That is wait.
That
That
stinks.
is if you're an employee in a company, and that's true. They do take a big percentage, but also if you're an employee who makes $100,000, then you get so many benefits like insurances and vacation. If you're an employee, yes, you pay a lot of taxes, but also
Who wants to be an employee? You're a stand-up. You don't want to work for anybody.
I don't, but I'm just saying it's not a bad thing. And by the way, 100,000 is not a lot. It's not a lot. The
You know what?
second
You know
one
what's
has a
less than
family-
that?
Yeah, everything I make.
67,000. No, your take home is
Yeah.
67,000.
Yes, but you understand why? In the sense because you're an employee. If you're if you're an independent worker and you make $100,000 a year, there's a lot of taxes. My car would be tax deductible.
Yeah.
Every equipment we're using right now would be tax deductible.
But
you can still
you
if
also-
you run a business. If you run a business, you can. A lot of things are tax deductibles.
But
I
also,
understand.
you gotta put money away. All the healthcare shit. You gotta pay that on your own, basically.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
but
it's
it's okay.
it's a lot. I don't know. It is a lot.
Yeah, trust me. It's better to live in a country where you pay a lot of taxes than in a country where you pay no taxes and the government doesn't have money.
Yeah, that's true.
Trust me. Trust me. If you, the heaven is a country where you don't pay taxes and the government has money.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything is clean. It's as if you live in Disneyland. But, women can't drive. Well, it's not. But, you know what I mean? Like, if you go to, like, Greece, where the
So is
country
there like
doesn't
less
make
car
money.
accidents or?
Yeah. No, but you know what I mean? You need money. Money
It's
needs
way
to
too
come.
late on that joke. Listen,
Either you make money, you get the government needs money. Corruption will always exist, so why not have corruption?
but you know what happened is they finally got the mafia out of Quebec, and the mafia is what made Quebec awesome. They
Really?
Finally, oh, of course.
Why?
Because it's a license for everyone else to. They're so busy with other shit. There's so much corruption that you can get away with a lot more as a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks when they're breaking your legs. Don't take a loan from them. You know what I'm saying?
But if you're like running, let's say, a show in the art
then when
loft, the
eventually-
cops won't be coming knocking on
Exactly.
your door. You
And
know?
now what happened is the government went, okay, we're getting rid of the mafia, but at the same time they went, you know what? They got some pretty good ways of doing business. We'll just do that.
Oh,
and
dude.
then you got nowhere to go.
The mafia learned from the government. The government didn't learn shit from the mafia. The government is the original OG mafia.
No.
You gotta wet my beak. You're gonna make $100,000. You're gonna give me $30,000.
I'm showing a movie tonight for no money. I got a call from the Quebec Society of Film Screening, and they're like, you have to pay us $60 every time you show a movie.
Yeah.
What?
I was like, what does it matter what movie? They're like, no, but to show a movie in Quebec, you pay the government $60.
Or else.
Yeah.
But what about it be like?
For,
oh, my
and you think
friends-
that's like a paradise to have a government that fucking big that has that much money and resources so that they can call me up and go, hey, I heard you're having fun with a couple of friends, $60.
All right, again, let me play devil's advocate here. That money, part of it will go to the corrupted hands. Let's say 40%. Let's say $40 out of the
$56.
Okay, let's say $56 goes in the pockets of someone.
Mm-hmm.
That remaining $4 will go to the employee who called you.
Mm-hmm.
Now that employee who called you, believe it or not, is paid very well.
I do believe that.
That employee doesn't have to worry about the insurances of their children.
Mm-hmm.
If that lady, let's say, is divorced, then she can live a good life in an apartment.
I'm glad this guy can pay
You know what I mean?
for his ex-wife's shit. So that what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't care.
playing
About,
devil's
Yeah,
advocate.
I don't care about these people.
He fucked up his marriage, so I gotta pay $60 to fucking.
Yeah, that doesn't.
What are
In
you
the
out of
sense that-
control?
There
In the
are
sense
good
that
things, but
government
there's some things that
employees-
aren't good too.
Government
you know?
employees are treated how, in my opinion, every employee should be treated. If companies were not
Sure,
all
but they're
ran by-
not.
Yeah.
It's only them who are treated like that.
Working for the government is really gold. What is it? Gold?
of course, golden handcuffs.
Gold handcuffs.
Yeah.
But the thing
Yeah,
is,
if you're
if you're gonna
There's no bad. There's no downside. You work like fucking 5 months a year. Even when you do work, you don't work.
if you're gonna give up on your dream to become whatever it is,
Yeah, I know,
it
yeah.
better
Of
be
course,
golden
go
ha-
work for the
golden ha-
government.
Golden handcuff. Anything else, and then you're stupid. You should just risk
Yeah.
it. If you either risk everything, like we are,
If you write,
or-
if I wrote a memoir, if you write a memoir about your coming here from Lebanon and all your sexual exploits and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it's just you writing a book about
Yeah.
this is my life.
yeah.
You know how much the Quebec government's going to get if that sells even remotely well? I think that's fair.
You gotta publish that shit in like
15%.
Utah.
No, they're going to get way more than that, especially if it
The
sells
taxes.
well. No, they get
Just
more than that.
taxes, isn't that the taxes? Whatever, 20%.
You don't think it's at a certain point it gets insane?
Of course, 100%. But that's the balance. That's why we have democracy, because we live. People don't understand it. We live in a democracy where you can vote twice. you can vote 2 times. We're so lucky. This is the first time in history where you can vote 2 times. You can vote with your vote, where you go and you're like, I vote for Mr. X or Mr. Y. And B, you can vote with your money. And we're so lucky because let's say like I don't support these huge corporations. They're fucking up the world. Okay, I'm going to force myself to A, buy only locally. And not only this, because it's going to be twice, 3 times more expensive, then I'm going to force myself not to, consume as much. We're lucky. We just choose to vote for the wrong person, to vote with our money for the wrong people, and then complain. And that's a choice of life.
So everyone goes, I'm not buying Amazon anymore. I'm buying from the mom and pop shop down the road, and Amazon goes bankrupt. Guess what happens?
Amazon goes bankrupt?
Yeah, let's just say, assuming that would never happen, but let's say it does, right? Or General Motors, or different automotive companies. Guess what happens?
Guess what happens?
The government bails them out with our money.
Okay.
We don't have a choice in that. It's happened many times over. The banks, they bailed out the banks.
Die. No. Let me.
I love it.
First of all, the Moz and Paws shop, that's like 0.5%. There's 3 places where you buy. You buy from the Moz and Paws. You buy from the big chains, or you buy online. Online is killing the big chains.
Sorry, but my point is just this: if you say you can vote with your wallet, which I agree in theoretically.
Yeah.
But if we're all like, we're pulling out of this, and it's a giant mass corporation, the government will bail them out. And they've done this a million times.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
And they bail them out with our money. But they don't have money. Their money is our money.
We continue using these corporations. Like, we bail them out, but we continue using them. And eventually, that industry just will see. People who want to make money, they don't care how we make money. If they realize there's more money in Moz and Paws, then what we'll do, they're like, okay, you know what? We'll just open more Moz and Paws. We'll just be the investor behind. People who want to make money are only, there's no, like, we love comedy. We want to make money with comedy, right? That's our dream. Make money with comedy.
I'm not in it for the art, I'll tell you that.
You want to make your living with your art, right? This is how you want to make your living. You want to make your living with your art. Yeah. They don't care about that. They just want to make money.
Of course.
And they don't care how. So if it's now in fashion to make like everyone is consuming through the Moz and Paws, then they're just going to invest in Moz and Paws.
But you're talking about a free market.
No, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know these terms.
No. Well, I think
I'm just thinking.
I know, but you're talking about a free market, and all I'm saying is we have the illusion of a free market, but it's not actually a free market.
No, of course not. Like, it's not.
I wish it was. I would love a no holds bar free market. I would love that, but we don't have that, especially in Canada.
I don't know if it would be good. Like, no, you need balance, because if it's free market,
but all that ends up happening is the government brings in regulations, and then the unions, the lobbies, they all still get together and fucking. It doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, but it's okay. But the thing is, it's a cycle. And eventually, like, now we have a liberal government, and eventually people will get bored of it, and then we'll have a conservative, then we'll have like a few conservative years, and then people will get bored of it, then it'll be liberal again. But that's just the cycle, and then you die.
Yeah.
Nothing happened. Nothing bad happened.
This is why we're sad.
You're healthy. Life is good. You pee a different stinky color, and whatever.
At least I do it all at once.
You know what I mean? In the sense that that's just the cycle.
I know what you mean.
These are just.
I know what you mean, but it's
I have a friend, who tries his best to always buy Québécois.
Right.
Okay, and when I was young,
Anglophone?
No, he's francophone. He's a Québécois.
I know.
He's like I live in this province. I see artists creating, coats and clothes and whatever made in Quebec. I'm gonna try my hardest to buy from my neighbor, whatever, and then he'll buy as much as he can Québécois.
Yeah, that's why.
And I always mock this guy, but I'm like, no, that makes sense. He's supporting locally.
I love that. That's good.
And he doesn't buy. He's not a big spender, and he buys the things he buys. They just cost more.
That's why, because I didn't watch Seinfeld today. Instead, I watched Zach Hick's World's Smallest Christmas.
Exactly.
Yeah. I consumed.
Yeah, I'm choking down corner gas.
Great content.
I agree with you, but all I'm saying is I don't think, like, because we are Anglophones. I know you're not, but like, do you speak French? Or?
Yeah, sure. No, I don't.
I don't consider myself a francophone. I'm
just
a guy who speaks
French.
more than one language.
Yeah. No, of course, and I'm not. That's awesome.
I'm lucky. I'm grateful that I learned it as a child. So it's not hard for me.
I'm so jealous. I would be the biggest French comedian of all time.
Oh, dude, I would crush.
Dude,
you make a couple of weird faces. You change the sound of your voice.
Vance's joke of returning with money, and we thought he was doing something illegal. Turns out he just did a French open mic. That's how much he has so much money.
Whoa!
You didn't see it?
I haven't seen it yet.
It is.
I'd like to see it.
I audibly laughed out loud.
I know, man. I heard about the bordel, $75 for a spot. Yeah. I'm like, what in the good Lord's name?
And my mind, I'm like, oh, I guess this is how much we're supposed to pay. But I look, I'm like, there's no way they're making money. But anyways,
Meanwhile, I gotta tell my mom, I'm like, I'm going down to Grumpy's tonight to do a spot.
But
She's like,
you know
they
how-
pay
you
you
know
for that?
how
I'm like,
they're-
no, actually, I spend $70 at the bar.
You know how they're making money though? They're getting not stipends. What they're getting like government funding, like all these a lot of these places, right?
Then we need someone that and for the English scene in Montreal.
It's not gonna happen. Like the government's not gonna put money
I
into
don't
our.
want them to. You want to get paid by the
listen,
government to crack jokes?
Again, my art. I like the fact that my art.
How long do you think? How,
But it's coming from the club. Let's say you don't know where it's coming from. It's coming from the club. It's not coming from the government.
Maybe you've got a little bit of third party in there, I guess. But that could get dangerous quick. Don't you think?
Like
Yeah,
you get a check
yeah.
from the bordel.
the prime minister's like, here's $20 now. Make me laugh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would be worried.
That could
it's
get
a little
weird.
bit
Listen, I
Cuba,
don't mind
Russia.
this.
Like
I'm worried that eventually we're gonna start writing jokes for this, and then they're gonna have input on what we say. So it's okay. Let's.
But I think they also don't mind it because it's a lot of these French comedians. They probably make fun of the government and all this stuff. I don't know.
But they make. I don't know what the French. But like the CBC, it's like tee-hee. Like we're
Yeah.
making fun of the
Who
government.
watches TV?
No
well,
one does. But I'm saying that's
know who-
that style
no.
of we're sticking it to the man where it's like not at all. Like it's so obvious.
Canadians aren't watching TV. Americans are watching a lot of TV, and Europeans are watching the most actual TV.
Really? Okay, maybe.
So much
Dude,
TV.
When
They're
is
like
the last
reading
time you
books.
TV? Like me, it's
European,
Netflix,
No, no.
Amazon, and
Europeans watch
YouTube. I don't even watch.
Oh,
anything.
YouTube. And that's it.
Europeans watch mostly TV. They sit down like, oh, look who's on. It's Jürgen Schmigen late night or whatever. And they love it, dude. In the UK, they
Jürgen's on.
Dude, if I was the owner,
they watch TV.
If I was the owner of Netflix, I'm like, I would be salivating. I have a huge continent to still. I haven't conquered yet.
Yeah,
Oh, dude,
Are you gonna go to Europe and tour?
I would love to.
that would be the bet. Like,
Well,
Imagine you
lower-
took a car, you get around twice as fast as Dion.
that's the best.
Oh, we're hoping to go to Edinburgh.
Are you going to this year?
No,
Why
I'll never
not?
go to Edinburgh. No
Come
way,
on,
man. I've
let's
been in
do
this
it.
game too long to go do that.
What?
You play like 50,000 shows and you just pay to go and you lose money.
No, we're gonna do
the
it
way
the
I
smart
see
way.
I see it. It's like a
We're gonna leave with money.
condensed master's degree. Because here's the thing. I don't know how to make money. I failed a lot making money. However, I'm really intrigued because for me, it's like a school of hard knocks. You have to produce, promote, put on the show, book. So I'm like, this is like an intense course.
I know,
on how
but
to
I
make money.
currently do that
Yeah,
and make money. So
No.
why would I go
Oh,
do
yeah.
that for no money?
Yeah, okay.
But it's
'Cause you
every
get
day,
to do it in
multiple times a
Edinburgh.
day is the thing.
It is a nice city.
Listen, if you want to come perform and not do any of that, just perform. You're welcome to
Yeah,
come.
exactly.
If we get the show,
Fly me over, book me a
no,
hotel.
I'm not gonna. Exactly, you're gonna have to do all of that. But if you're like, oh, let me go on vacation, dude, you used to travel all the time. You're Mr.
Well, now I
Travel.
will be able to again. Now I will be able to.
Yeah, so fucking just come to Edinburgh and then go to Nicaragua afterwards, whatever you want to go.
Nicaragua.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sounds like a good place to OD.
I'm really, I want to go to Egypt. I was
Oh
thinking,
yeah, you look like you are from there, kind of.
yeah.
But like a rich guy that didn't have to work much.
Look at the thing.
Yeah.
I do push-ups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to. Man,
Egypt's cool, eh? Hey, what's with the deal with those pyramids?
honestly,
Assassin's Creed. I went on. The
I have a
pyramids.
student.
Do you think aliens made?
I have a student. I have a student who was like autistically smart with no emotions whatsoever.
Whoa.
And
I
sometimes
thought autistic meant you were dumb.
you were what?
I thought it meant you were dumb.
You're no.
He's
It's a
smart.
good thing?
She thinks
Kind
differently.
of a good thing. now,
She
eh?
thinks differently.
Yeah,
Smart
And I like-
switch. They really turned that one around on us.
No, but
They're
I like
smart.
to ask
Wicked
really
smart.
hard
Yeah,
questions.
wicked
I don't know if you
smart.
guys, when you meet like a smart child who hasn't been censored by life yet,
Right.
I like to ask them really hard questions to see what they think. So I remember asking one of my students, like, how do you think they built the pyramids? And she's like,
That's a good one.
water. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, well, there's water and the rocks float on the water, so it's easier to transport. And then they put it, and then the water went away. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you're like, you mean a flood?
Yeah, I didn't. First of all, I don't talk
Noah's
to children.
Ark.
You think of Noah's Ark,
Idiot.
You
So I'm
are
like,
autistic.
Debunked. But I just love the confidence of like, this
Sure,
makes sense.
yeah.
Let's just move
Yeah.
on.
But how did they build them?
I don't care.
You don't care?
I mean, humans did.
Yeah,
think
it
it
was
was
probably
Or even
humans. Yeah, it
even
was for sure
aliens
humans.
build them.
I hope-
That's still impressive.
I don't think it was
It would be
aliens.
nice if aliens did it.
Let's
Yeah.
imagine alien build them. People say like, oh, aliens build it. They still like you still have to
It's just
move
a-
your finger and
yeah,
move on.
it's
Like,
just a rock.
It's still not easy.
Yeah,
Even if
true.
it was alien, it's not just like pyramids.
Yeah.
It was like you still have to assemble all the things.
No, because they're aliens, so they're just like.
Yeah, but that's still impressive.
No, I know. I
Even if
hope
they're
it is
going-
them.
I don't think
Even
aliens
if they were
have
going-
that power of.
The only reason
And
he
they
doesn't
were built-
want, the only reason you don't want it to be aliens is because you like the idea of Jewish slaves.
Well, for once they're doing physical work.
But
what I'm saying is that even if it was alien, I would be as impressive to find out it was slaves or aliens. It's like, oh my God, aliens are able to.
So it's like a Statue of Liberty thing if it was aliens.
What do you mean, Statue of Liberty?
Like
donated.
The French people were like, "Hey, we love America."
Here you go,
like,
thank
oh.
you.
Aliens were like, "Hey, great spot you got here." Come
I love the hummus.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's some
I
pyramids.
love the hummus. Thanks.
Okay. I don't.
Listen, I've been to Egypt. I just didn't see the pyramids. I spent times in Egypt.
Yeah, I know. This is
Yeah. It's a very funny story. I was with my friend and my ex. She's like, we're breaking up. She was in Lebanon, so I'm like, I'm coming to see you. I don't accept this. And so I left my friend the day we were supposed to go see the pyramid. I left my friend. I went to Lebanon to fix their relationship, and I never got to see the pyramid.
Oh,
you went to Lebanon to fix the relationship?
Yeah, and we're not together anymore, so it was stupid.
How are you gonna do it? You're just like Dr. Phil it? Like sit
No,
down.
but like, it was
together?
like I do not.
you will not
Anyways,
leave me.
we had an argument, and I'm like, let's go. I'm gonna come and.
I
fix
did
it.
not leave the
She loved that.
pyramids.
She found it.
for this to not work out.
She found it very romantic that I'm like, I do not like,
Ah.
we're fixing this relationship. Again, it didn't work out.
Really?
I think she liked those gestures of grandeur.
She's done so.
Right.
You know, I think anyways. So I didn't get to see, but I didn't see. I went and I saw like the south, and I saw those huge monuments, the Valley of the.
You mean the
Kings.
pyramids?
No, the Valley of the Queens. The pyramids are just it's one thing, and then
They're in Giza.
Gaza.
Yeah, they're in Giza.
No,
Oh.
Giza's like the fun Gaza.
Oh, yeah. Yo, Giza.
Giza.
Imagine you take a flight that you think you're going to Giza. You book the wrong flight. Oh boy, not good.
Like, aren't they supposed to be building pyramids? Why are they attacking us? The Jews get it. Right. So, anyways,
We did get it.
Nice.
I went to the south, and it is tremendously like the valley. I think it's called the Valley of the Queens, and it's just like huge structures of like a huge statues, and you're walking and you see paintings on the wall that are like 6,000 years old.
Whoa.
And like these are supposed to be tombs, and like those are impressive. But I've heard that Guillaume went to see the pyramids. Like the pyramids are. Like just the sheer size of the pyramid is insane. Like even the Sphinx looks.
This
retarded
is what
next to the
gets us
pyramid.
back to how they were built. All I'm saying is, and I have no theory at all.
Yeah.
I'm kind of kidding about the aliens thing,
Yeah.
but do you think it's kind of crazy that we still don't know? That is wild that we don't know and that we can't seem to
Even
recreate
on the
it.
smaller scale, Stonehenge, nobody knows how they're built. Like
Isn't Stonehenge just like 3 mugs next to each other?
no.
It's a circle of rocks.
Oh, sorry. And they're sitting there.
No, I've driven by them. Like
Is it really-
nobody ever. I've driven by them like 5 times, and no one ever even like. No one wanted to stop. I'm like, it's right there.
Really?
Nobody was like, because
You guys, so you almost went to Stonehenge and you went to go see the pyramids.
the thing is,
I'm starting to get this friendship.
Stonehenge.
You're
is
two guys who are almost gonna make it.
Sorry, we don't
That's so
partake in
funny.
orgies, all right? We don't, yes,
I would have
and
loved to
everything.
see Stonehenge.
That'd be like me getting the orgy and then going, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
I would have done that too, probably. I would not do
I
an
think
orgy.
that's why we're
I
friends more
would
than
never
this.
do that.
This is too tiring. I can't. Dude, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning every day. I can't have an orgy. I can't. I would be
He's like a rooster.
Wait, what'd you say? What time you wake up?
4:30.
That's about time. That's about the time the orgy started.
Come
Get a
on,
bowl, get a bowl of Cheerios in you and hop in.
What's
That's
the matter?
insane. Wait, you started fucking at 4:30?
We
You're
met at 3 in the morning
And
and
you're tired and you're sleepy.
You're
and
not tired.
No, oh, you.
Well, I'm not gonna comment on
Yeah.
that.
Nice.
I'd be tired.
You see, that's a once for me. If I were to do that, that's a once in a lifetime experience. Like having sex with an Asian woman. Like I've done it once. I don't think I'm gonna
Never
do it
again. Come on.
Really? Why? You didn't like it?
No, it was too small. Her penis.
This guy loves to slip. He's like, oh, I
I
didn't
just
want to get into
realized-
it, but my cock's huge.
She had a gorgeous face, just physically. I'm like, I realized that's not what I'm attracted to. Just her face and her attitude and her smarts
Right.
were like hypnotizingly sexy.
Right.
But physically, like she was petite with like small tits and tiny ass. I'm like, no, I like meat.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Like she has to be like a Southern Asian, like Thai or
Like
something.
Filipino or something.
But she
Thai.
needs to have like the wits, because Asian women are so witty. They're so witty.
Really?
It's insane. Like you got to be on your.
Right.
That's why Woody Allen's married to an Asian.
Yeah.
Right.
So witty.
Right.
And he
Well, and
cultivated.
they grew up together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woody.
He
Witty,
cultivated
witty.
her. He
Yeah.
he put the
Yeah, it's
water
his
on
daughter,
the seed
his stepdaughter, right?
exactly.
He-
I always say, if you if you want to date a girl who didn't have daddy issues, just date your daughter. Like
So
me.
Woody Allen's like just living the modern, like what the biggest like porno fantasy is right now.
Yeah, an Asian
Stepdaughter,
woman. Who's also your
stepdaughter,
Wow.
yeah,
it's
yeah.
Now she's a MILF.
and now she's a MILF.
Who would've thought I'd
She's
live with
getting more
fantasy?
and more
Yeah.
categories.
Really?
MILF, Asian, stepdaughter,
wow.
Jewish.
Oh, he's doing it all.
Jewish. I don't know if there's
adjacent.
Jewish adjacent.
Yeah.
Really?
Working.
That's like it is. It's quite a bold. It's a wild. That's a wild thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Like to come out, especially you're a huge
Dude,
public
Charlie
figure,
Chaplin-
and you just come out one day and you're like, by the way, I'm fucking my daughter, stepdaughter.
And everyone is like,
Did I say step?
I don't think he didn't really announce it. He just was like, no.
I mean, no, but I mean, you know everyone's-
Yeah. I guess so. But now they're so old.
Yeah. That's how
Wild.
you see he respected his art.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like Jim Carrey, if he kept doing amazing films and then he thinks he's a
He's doing
prophet,
Sonic.
and then but is it as funny
No.
as like Liar Liar or
No.
whatever? You know what I mean? Woody Allen is like, guys, just so you know, this is my true nature. I like having sex with my stepdaughter, but here's also I'm gonna continue making awesome films. And everyone was like,
But are they awesome?
fine, yeah, man. Now he's getting old, so it's like Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, he hasn't
They're
really
not
made.
as good.
Yeah.
Whoa! Killers of the Flower Moon. I just
Was
It's
it good?
okay. It's
I
good,
thought it was
but it's
fantastic.
not.
Yeah.
It's not his best work.
It's not
he's old,
Goodfellas,
man.
but it's
Yeah,
pretty
not
good.
Didn't he do also? What other movie did he do? Let's go over Martin Scorsese.
He did something
Taxi Driver?
recently.
Did he do Taxi Driver?
Taxi
Yeah.
Driver is like his best movie.
Exactly.
Fucking
Listen,
ever.
Raging Bull. Taxi
That's
Driver.
the best.
But you understand?
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street.
Casino.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Gangs of
Wolf
New
of Wall
York.
Street is kind of
Casino's
annoying.
okay.
The Departed.
Casino's fun.
The Departed is. I
Yeah,
cannot
The
commit.
Departed
It's so
is
long.
so like go watch it now.
so good.
It's 2003, and you're like, this is so
The
lame.
scene-
Feels like
No,
I'm
no.
watching Need for Speed
The
or
scene
something.
No,
where
no,
Robert
so
De
good.
Niro is stomping
That's
on
The
guy,
Irishman,
and
yeah.
it looks The Irishman, and it's
Oh, yeah,
so
that's
bad.
lame.
It's
Yeah.
so bad. It just honestly took me like I can't believe no one looked at it and went,
Yeah.
No, people
Martin,
did. People did. Yeah.
Martin, you can't have this. It looks so bad.
What was Shutter
That's his-
Island?
yeah,
that's
like?
his loyal. That's his loyalty to Bobby De Niro, though.
Yeah.
No, Bobby also. Come on, Bobby.
I
Self-awareness.
love
Come
Oh,
on.
Robert
I
De Niro.
agree. I
You,
agree.
you want to tell me you saw this and you were like, hey.
He's not watching his movies. He's like, imagine you made like 100 million. You made like 40 movies. You're not watching them anymore. Like, do you watch
But you
every?
gotta respect the art, man.
I think.
No,
probably-
they're not them. Not anymore.
Exactly. They got too old.
You
They're
know-
not hungry enough.
you know
I
who
bet they
probably-
watch it once and then
Al
they put it
Pacino,
away.
I still feel he still watches
Al
them.
Pacino?
Yeah, he's still like.
He was fantastic in The Irishman. He played Hoffa. He was
Yeah,
great,
he was
man.
good in The Irishman.
He was.
He's
The Departed
always
is good, but the Departed, I feel it was more character driven than director driven.
and it's more like the
Yeah.
young guys movie, Leo's movie.
Departed is more a Leo, Matt Damon movie
Yeah.
than a Scorsese movie. I find.
It feels like
Sure, yeah, but it was great. I mean,
Yeah, it
he's
was
got, but
great.
he's got real range. We
Plus,
just
the
listened-
soundtrack of every one of his movie is.
Did he make
Robbie
Gangs in New
Robertson
York?
does those. Yeah,
Sorry?
Gangs in New York.
Gangs in New York was sick. I love
Yeah,
Gangs in
great.
New York.
That was, by the way, like 10, 15 years ago.
That was way longer.
Cape
I think
Fear.
that was like 22
You
years
understand?
Raging
ago.
Bull, Cape Fear.
Let's say he was 50
After
back then.
Hours.
He's 70 now. There's no way he's
Wait,
pumping.
he's way older than that. He was probably
80.
70 back then.
There's
or
no
six-
way he's pumping his
No.
best work now. You know. Like, what I'm
Silence.
saying is that Woody Allen, he's like, hey, by the way, I'm banging my stepsister, but I'm gonna continue making like pretty good movies.
If you're gonna sit here and be like, Woody Allen made in
Match
his
point.
later years made better movies than Martin Scorsese.
I'm not talking later years. Dude, he's
Crazy.
been banging
No,
his
yeah,
stepdaughter for 40 years.
Yeah.
Right.
He's been. You want to
And so
tell
he
me?
started, and so now the stepdaughter's
So
old.
Annie
So now
Hall-
the stepdaughter's old. His movies are starting.
Probably,
Yeah.
probably. That's why he hired. What's
Gotta
the
get a
name?
new stepdaughter.
The guy with the Woody nose. What's his name?
The Woody nose?
No.
Oh, Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
Owen Wilson, who plays Woody Allen
yeah,
in
I've
Midnight in
noticed that
Paris,
too.
right? And
That one was good. But
Yeah,
that's
but-
going back to
but
like.
you see,
that's-
but
That's
that
like
was
2008,
Woody
something.
Allen's mind in Woody Harrelson's body. That's Woody
Owen
Harrelson.
Wilson.
Owen Wilson's body. He's like,
Okay, you want to hear the biggest
Wow.
disgrace in cinema right now? So recently, the new Chicken Run was released, right?
There's a new one.
There's a new Chicken Run. The original movie,
They ran into a soup.
they turned into pies. So the original movie, the American Chicken, voiced by Mel Gibson. The 2023 version, the new one. No, he does like, hey, I'm Mel Gibson, blah blah blah, whatever. And now, not
It's
Mel.
Chicken Run, by the way. I have no
Chicken
idea.
Run. It's a movie. It's a not Pixar. It's like a.
It's like
Yeah,
okay.
claymation.
Claymation. And
Uh,
now the same character, not Mel Gibson anymore, Zachary Levy.
Who's Zachary
Some-
Levi?
he's like the new white guy that everyone loves. He's like Chris Pratt.
Levy, huh?
Yeah.
Like Zac Efron.
Zac Efron.
But he's a new
But
one.
no Mel
He's the
Gibson.
new Zach.
You do. We need Mel Gibson back, man. That you
Mel-
can't
He's
make a
also
movie.
getting old. Listen.
He's still killing it though.
Yeah.
He's secretly making movies.
Mel Gibson's going after the deep state, dude. He's making movies about the deep state, dude.
Is he actually really?
All that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I heard there's a new movie.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
What's
yeah,
it
yeah.
called?
It's a documentary on Woody Allen.
Hey, keep making good movies. You'll see. They'll come after Woody Allen soon. They do.
You know what I think, and I mean, like, I should. This is a ridiculous accusation to make because it's completely unfounded. But I feel like in Hollywood, they're sort of like they don't really care what you do. Maybe it's a little different now with Me Too and the internet and everything.
Yeah.
But it seems like once they know you aren't worth anything anymore, then they throw you to the wolves.
P.
Right?
Diddy.
But or Bill, look at Bill Cosby, right?
Bill Cosby. Oh yeah, we're not making enough money with you. Oh, let's bring up all the.
I wonder. And I hate to say this because I love the guy's movies, but I do wonder about Tarantino once he makes his 10th movie and retires. If then they'll be like, all right, there's stories.
But he's been always
because he makes Hollywood like hundreds of millions.
Yeah, but he's always been open about his foot fetish and stuff.
Well, obviously they're not going to come out and be like, "But he likes feet." We know that.
Oh, something worse.
Just because, well, no, and again, completely unfounded. It's not based on anything.
Tom Hanks. I feel Tom Hanks.
But a lot of these
Tom
guys
Hanks
that still make money
or whatever.
He rolled with Weinstein so hard. Those guys rolled with Weinstein so hard.
I don't think Weinstein would. Oh yeah, well, he has no respect for women. Of course, he would share.
Like if you're hanging out, like for years, partying together.
You mean he must have seen something or participated in something?
There's no way he didn't know.
But I find here's the thing: Harvey Weinstein was not. I wouldn't consider him an artist, but I would consider Tarantino an artist. So and if you watch his movies, he lived a lot of his fantasies through his art. Maybe that was enough. You know
okay, yeah. Like I said, maybe, completely unfounded. It's not based on anything. But
Nicolas Cage?
I don't know. I mean, this is a dumb road to go down, I guess, because we are just speculating terrible things about people.
So basically, he's saying, like Hollywood, once they use you, once
you're not worth any money anymore, they'll throw you to the wolves. If there's bad stories about you and you're worth $100 million,
anymore. We'll make money with your
like Cosby,
descent.
Like they knew forever, and then he's like, okay, I'm 80, I'm barely doing the road. They're like, all right,
So, but they're smart in the sense that we're gonna make money in your ascent, and we're gonna make money with your descent. So they make money with the news and the shows and blah blah blah.
But now there's no actors that are like really generating as much money. They're probably
Leo.
I know, but I'm saying there's like maybe one.
Leo is gonna go down.
You think so?
Oh, dude, Leo likes to fuck 19-year-olds.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but they like to fuck him.
Yeah, but I guarantee you, dude, because he's a money making machine. They're gonna come for Leo.
Yeah, but
unless
do you
Leo
think but do you think like legitimately the guy's a predator?
No, I'm just saying you never know what's his real personal
He might get in like hot water for a minute.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. But he's like,
it's
right now he's 40. What? Yeah, there's 40 dating a 19-year-old. He's 50 dating 19-year-olds. That's a bit. I mean, that's a dream. But people judge him. But then I don't know if it comes out and then it gets.
Women don't. I don't think women care that much.
But let's say he's a bad boy. It won't come out until it's like, okay, we can't make enough money with him.
But what's your definition of a bad boy?
I don't know. He does something wrong, sexual.
That's what I'm saying. Is I don't think he would be doing that.
No,
he's such a sex icon. Women are probably throwing themselves at him.
How many years of sex iconness do you think he has left?
Another 10, 15.
So he's 60, still banging.
No, he's not. Yeah, he's
gonna be 60, banging 19-year-olds.
No, he's 50.
He's 50.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say 60, banging 19-year-olds. 10 years. 70, banging 19-year-olds.
He's no.
Yeah, but it's like
he's gonna go the George Clooney route.
every 5 years, those guys' age, they go up like a year.
Yeah.
So you'll be like 60 now. They're gonna be like 25, 26.
Yeah. He's so goddamn talented.
But that's why. So that Hollywood is not pumping as many movie stars as they once were, right? Like,
yes, they are.
No, they're not. They're not. Back then, it was like you do so many movie stars. Now there's like 3 or 4 and new ones, right?
Yeah, but
Timothy Chalamet.
Exactly. A levels. We've always had the same number.
It's not gonna be.
And they replace them. Like Johnny Depp is getting old. Let's start Timothée Chalamet. We'll build up Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet is what's?
I don't know who that is. Who's that guy?
Timothée Chalamet.
Well, I heard the name.
Gorgeous. He looks like Johnny Depp.
It's not. No,
it's
not necessarily actors are bringing people to the movies right now. No one's going back to the people.
No one brings people to.
They do it 100%.
No, but they create these people.
Yeah, I know, but it's not gonna happen anymore. It's not. There's not gonna be like another Will Smith kind of level.
No, I guarantee you.
I don't think so, man. I think people are gonna go to the movies just for the IP rather than the
what's the IP?
The intellectual property, like whatever the movie, the series, let's say.
It's based on a book already, or it's based
or like fucking, let's say whatever superhero movie. Now people are getting fed up of that. It might go back old school again. For the longest time, no one was going to see Robert Downey Jr.
So it will be a cult of the story more than the cult of personality.
The cult of the series. People were so obsessed with Iron Man, right, and like the superhero shit, you know. But now they weren't necessarily attracted.
But don't you think that's just a phase, and eventually we'll go back to like, oh my god, I'm watching the new Brad Pitt movie?
I don't think so, because there's
like Mr. and Mr. Smith was basically Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, the two A-list stars. We put them together and they're gonna.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be so niche now. There's so many things being released every single week on Netflix, right? And Prime, that it's not necessarily gonna be an event. People might watch a lot of it, but it's gonna quickly change to the next week where another movie's released and another movie and another movie, and every weekend 10 movies are released on different streaming platforms.
I also think that
it's gonna be splintered. It's gonna be saturated, right? It's not.
I think that's already.
It's
true.
not movie stars. There's no movie. There's Leo.
Here's the thing with movie
Timothy
stars.
Chalamet.
Here's the thing with movie stars, and I'm getting some of this from. I'm reading Tarantino's book right now, Cinema Speculation. Because he loves the idea of here's one thing I would never think of. He's like, some guys were movie stars, some guys were actors, and that there is a difference. The actor cares like solely about their role. They'll take any role because they care. They'll take a three-line thing in a film that they think is a powerful story. The movie star's like, no, I have to be the lead role. I have to be top billing. Yada yada yada. But those guys back then and gals were like. He's talking like 50s, 60s, 70s, but it's like they would choose so meticulously the role because they were so worried about their legacy and working with the right director, the right people. Now it's like everyone's just trying to get into everything all the time. So we don't have I think what you're saying is, or to you what you're saying is like we're not going to have movie stars because everyone's just like chomping at the bit to be talked about every day. Like you don't have a Steve McQueen or a Paul Newman who it's like for 4 years they did nothing. No one saw them. They like went and lived in Paris for a bit. And then they're like, oh, there's a news like
you can't be lazy anymore.
Terrence Malick movie, I'll be in that. And then they're back, and it's a big thing. Oh, he's back. He's in a new role.
And the way to generate buzz is through like
going away,
but
and
like,
coming back.
I don't know. It could be, but I think it's more like whatever the idea of the movie's attached. Let's say like Barbie came around with Oppenheimer, that whole like same buzz around
Barbenheimer,
and it all just exploded. And it wasn't necessarily like the movie stars attached to it. It wasn't the actors. I didn't. Like, it's only after watching the movie.
Cillian Murphy. Everyone talked about Cillian Murphy.
Yeah,
and
but that was his
blonde
performance. But nobody. It was more out of respect to the art of acting. Like, nobody actually gave a shit about Cillian Murphy.
I couldn't believe that.
I see your point. I
know?
completely see your point. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that everything is a phase, right? So now it's like the storyline, the plot line. But eventually, probably we're just going to go back to... Because it used to be a time it was directors, like, ooh, the new Alfred Hitchcock. Ooh,
I think it's more like that now, though. Like people were selling more Christopher Nolan's name with Oppenheimer more than anything else.
Yeah, that's you see,
right.
That's you could tell. I've heard that before. Like, okay, that's a Christopher Nolan movie. Yeah. That's not a Caprio movie.
No,
some movies like, oh, that's a Caprio movie.
Yeah,
like a Shutter Island. I have no idea.
That was Martin Scorsese.
Yeah, you see, for me,
that's a Leo movie. That's a Leo movie in my head.
Some movies they're like, oh, that's a Scorsese movie or whatever, and that's a Leo movie.
Like Quentin Tarantino, it's not a Brad Pitt
guy over an
Tarantino. That's a Tarantino movie, and you know why?
Well, he's probably the prominent example of that.
Yeah,
because he always hires the same people.
Yeah.
That's why I don't feel bad having the same bookings on every show. I'm like, if fucking Tarantino is gonna book the same.
Have to bleep a few names here. I got a few jokes coming.
You know what I mean? Even what's H.G. Wells? No, what's the name of that guy?
It's a real fancy one. It's a real fancy one. You got to cut the.
Can I try? I like doing these things.
I've never even. Oh, you just open. Okay. It's not even.
Turns out it's not a fancy.
It's not a fancy one.
Ooh, it's a Bordeaux.
Oh, my head again.
Yeah, careful. There's a back to that chair.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm going to go pee, guys.
Yeah, go pee.
You see any good movies?
Take as long as you want in there.
Have you seen Point Blank before?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
No, I haven't. In fact, most of the movies I screen I haven't seen.
You played 2 William Friedkin movies. You played The Color. What was that? Is it The Color of Money? No.
To Live and Die in L.A.
To Live and Die in L.A.
I think that's the only one I played.
Okay, yeah.
But that was my favorite one so
that's
far.
Such
in terms
a
of the
movie.
screenings. It was because
that's such a good freaking movie.
How is it not like on the same level as Top Gun?
They're different, but it's also
but like the 80s,
cultural phenomenon.
Cultural phenomenon, like 80s action.
I think amongst like.
So glad we can just be ourselves. Finally.
But I think amongst like people who watch movies, they're like, dude, that movie's fucking sick, and then Top Gun, they're like, oh, that was cool, whatever.
Yeah. Because I think it was way better than Top Gun.
William Friedkin made another movie.
He made The Exorcist.
He made another movie on top of that. I haven't seen it, but it's supposed to be his actual action masterpiece.
Really?
It's called Wizard. It has nothing to do with wizards, but it's I can't remember, but it's supposed to be crazy and like it's about like drug smuggling and stuff, and it's supposed to be really hardcore because all his movies feel so realistic, sort of like The Exorcist felt like a documentary about
I haven't seen that. I got it. I almost did that one. Oh shit! Someone here from movie night.
Oh shit! Movie night. Oh hey bro! Oh jeez. Hey bro! Oh. Hey, Pearl. Oh. Yeah. Let's wrap this shit up. Oh.
So you sticking around for the movie or what?
I don't know. We'll see. I might stick around for some wine and then.
Yeah.
I've seen the
Okay.
movie.
Is it good? This one?
It's alright. It's old. It's like it's dry, but it's good.
Dry.
Very
Old.
dry. Very, 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 very.
It's not
very
good.
dry.
Are you talking about
We weren't
your
talking
wife's
about you.
pussy? Oh!
Pearl's pussy.
All right, guys, let's wrap it up. Guys, thank you so much for watching this amazing podcast. That was so fun. Thank you,
Yeah,
Quinn.
that was great. Thanks a lot.
Sorry, my hands are wet.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
pee.
Thank you for coming.
It was so
Yeah,
fun.
thanks for
Thank you,
asking.
guys. Subscribe. Are we gonna have another one before Christmas?
No, Christmas is Monday.
Okay, so guys, Merry Christmas for all the Christians.
Let's take like a pose for the thumbnail.
That'd be good.
That was good.
Perfect timing, bro. Right on cue.
All right, guys. We love you
All right,
very
peace.
much.
Bye.
I love you, Eugene.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.